shield and flail.
All right, so you are a mage, right? And you're human. Okay, let me see here. How are you garbed?
Who are you talking to, Leto?
Yeah, Leto.
Would be robes and stuff.
Okay.
Oh, Andy.
Classic magic user.
Do you have a staff, or remember you had a staff, or did you have the something else?
I had the staff.
Okay. What color's your hair?
Dark.
Ah, shit. Okay, I had a good one here. He's blonde. He's blondie.
I mean, if the bloodlines made it so, then
Well, check this guy out. He's pretty handsome young guy. Might even have a little bit of a stylish goatee going there.
nice. That's pretty good.
You like this guy?
Yeah, that's
We could change it. Let me have a quick look. That was just actually one I saw. Kind of just like, oh, that kind of looks good.
If you actually look on the side, Darren, I found an interesting picture for Leto. If you click on the character thing.
Yeah, but it won't token him.
No, for sure. I just,
No.
regardless, it's kind of a neat picture.
Oh, okay. I'll check it out. Yeah. Just give it. Sorry, guys. Just give me a minute here. I'm going to set him up quickly. For now, we'll use this guy. If we change it, we change it. Wait, whatever.
Yeah.
I'll just set you up so you're in control. Titus. Oh no. Are you under? What are you under?
It's Leto.
Okay.
That's
I should have had this done before. I forgot.
actually I have one shot of that left.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay, there we go. Okay. Once a while. Sorry, guys. 1 second. I'll need about a couple minutes here.
We're timing you.
Yeah, I'm just like, why is this not working? Okay, yeah, Leto. Gotcha. Just missing something here. And you guys can think about what you want to be doing. It's early in the morning. You actually probably sleeping at the moment. Shit, where are you? Oh, there you are. Hallelujah.
It gives me instance.
At the moment, you don't have any night vision or anything. So I'll just give you vision to... Now things are going to get real dark here, everybody.
The darkness came over the world.
Still, yeah. And I did put I left some street lamps on, whatever. Somebody's gone around. So, Jim, can you see and everything right now?
Double checking. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I can see, but of course it's, darker.
Now things have been cut off. All right. So, meanwhile, everyone else kind of sleeping. The place is quiet. You're moving up. And as you're checking out this grove and you're getting close and you see that there appears to be a sort of entrance to it here. Like there's a quaint little track or trail that's surrounded by these old moss kind of covered black stones that guide the path down into the darkness of that grove. And the trees are wonderful, like gorgeous trees. So then I'm just going to, somebody's fondling their mic there. You may have to. Just be aware if you're, Mike's picking up everything that you sounds. Sorry about that. So you look down in the darkness of the grove, and you can move your character now, right?
Yep. I'll take a look because I figured that, like, if I'm supposed to meet, Namsu and Tam Tam, that they're probably if they're sleeping, like they'll probably be at the inn or something. I can always go bug them kind of once day has come. I might not even be able to get into the tavern at this time.
As you're walking by, though, you see a young girl. She seems to be kind of skipping and twirling, sort of dancing up the trail from the grove. Like a minute, she wasn't there a second ago, but she kind of just came out of the darkness of the grove, seemed to flow from it. And she dances out and it starts dancing around the stones. And she appears to be very young, kind of in a night gown. Very, 11, 12-year-old girl.
Okay, well, I'm gonna be weary of that. I'm not gonna. It's a little strange.
Make a intelligence check +5. Now, Zhang,
Mm-hmm.
you're always up early to get your training
Practicing.
done.
Yep.
And you guys went to bed at like 9 o'clock so you slept till as long as you could, and you got up at around 4 or 5 and go out and get your exercises. And you're down in the grove.
Shit, I don't know why I rolled twice there, Darren. But I guess the first one went over.
Right, so it appears to be a girl, and she's just twirls around, and she looks at you and seems to notice you the first time and stops. And then twirls and backpedals back into the grove. And kind of beckons for you to follow.
Oh, geez, I don't know about that. Is that?
She's trying to say something, but she's kind of frustrated, shakes her head. She's probably about 40, 50 feet away, and the lighting's poor, right? You're just, but she's waves at you again, gestures, and then prances into the grove and sort of disappears.
Okay, but I'm not actually compelled to follow her or anything? Like
No.
I'm just trying to think of how Leto would play this out. Oh, damn. Can I tell, Darren, if over here, like the tavern, if anyone's kind of up and about?
Yeah, actually, there seems to be some sound coming from the kitchen area, or you hear kitchen sounds. Actually,
Okay.
You don't know that, but you do see there's a large building with a sign on it, and there's somebody coming outside, and it's starting to get active.
Okay. Well, I definitely want to come check out this grove in a bit, but I want to make sure that Namsu isn't just like right nearby because I'd like to talk to him first. So
Right.
I'm just gonna I'll leave the grove for now. I'll head over to the tavern, and yeah, if there's someone looks like a regular coming out, I'll ask. Say, excuse me, do you know if anybody around here named Namsu Cho?
Okay, as you're walking away, you actually went about this far, and then you hear this voice from behind you. It's a soft girl's voice, real quiet, kind of lispy. It's like, "Can you come help me, please?" And you spin around, and she's standing about 20 feet away, just on the edge of the last trees of the grove. I need some help with my friend.
What's wrong with your friend?
He can't hear me.
Oh God.
Can you help? And her eyes are just really big and cute, but and she's well, I'm making a roll here, and just to let you know, it's a all right. How do you want to role play this for now, Jim?
Okay, well, I mean,
It's your call right at the moment.
I guess there's no way. I'm trying to see. I'm just looking at this.
Now, Zhang, you're at a cardio session now. You're running
Mm-hmm.
and doing like a circuit. And now I'm going to let you use this opportunity to kind of scope out the village a bit. So you've looked at the map at this point a bit, right? So this is one of those times where you took a tear around the village on your cardio and just making a point of all the buildings, the farmsteads. There's a brewery. Oh, there appears to be a butcher shop there, and so on, right? I should have them mostly labeled for you.
Oh yeah, I've seen most of them. I took a cruise around.
And you may have met people. In fact, you waved a couple people that are early risers. There's the odd farmers up. There's this wood splitter that you blow by way up. This herdsman way up here that you see out. He's this huge hulking guy. He's covered in furs and stuff. He looks a bit, and he's across from this big church of St. Cuthbert that you tear by, and it's impressive as you see it in the light as the dawn's breaking, and you're just like, wow, it's a really impressive church. Made from marble edifices and majestic arches.
Yeah, we were kind of pressed the one time we were there. We had people.
Oh, right, we were in there, yeah.
Yeah, but it's nice to have just a look at it while I'm just kind of jogging by and cross the bridge and up around by the other mill on the other side and making a lap around the town basically, and yeah, just going for a good jog all around.
Okay, there is a woman that kind of hails you as you're running by. You went across the creek and you tore to the left this time. Like, actually, when I ran past the church, you turned around, came back, and you kind of went a bit cross country. That's when you startled the herdsman because you went right across. You booked. I'll give you the area you went through. And sorry, everybody, I'm just covering a bit of time. Everybody does some stuff. I'll get back to you in a second, Jim.
Yep, no problem.
And Brad,
I've got no sight over there at the moment. You've got it on the all dark on me, but I know where you're at. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that's right. But when you tear it down, I can take that off because we can theater mind that. That's why I took it off originally, because it's just not necessary. You're not hiding from anybody and stuff, right? So just picture that dawn's breaking and stuff, and you're doing your run before you do your stretches. And when you come flying down through here, you're hailed by a woman, and she's outside, and she's just finished like milking a cow, and she's carrying a couple buckets. And hail, lass, what's your hurry? And you're just trucking along. Wow.
Just really bucking along now. Oh, morning workout. My order demands I work out every day.
Are you hungry, lass? You look so skinny. And you can see she's a pretty beefy woman.
I'm not. No, I actually eat quite well after my workouts in the morning.
And then you see this guy. You see this rather rotund guy come out, little Germanic-looking feller with big mutton chops on the side of his head. He looks automatically like very, very benign and very happy. And then he comes up to his wife and hurry up. And he's about to talk to her, and he sees you and kind of goes, "Whoa." Well, it's early morning, I see. I'm a lucky man. And she chides him and stuff. So, who'd be you? I think we've heard about lots of strangers and folk come through this town all the time, but I be Julian, by the way. And he comes and he bows. Julian, the master brewer, he says proudly. And you can see he's a well-established place. And you can smell this kind of sour smell around him, kind of like hops or something. And he goes, "I don't suppose you drink, do you, lass? It might do you some good. You're so skinny."
No. Mainly goat's milk, but I avoid the alcohols. It doesn't do well for the workouts.
Well, the wife scoots back into the house and back out and bring in a little handkerchief with some cheeses and sausages in and stuff. And she goes, "Well, you stop by sometime and tell us about your journeys. We like the children need to know about an education. We have 8 of them, and well, it'd be interesting for them to talk to a strong lady like you."
Indeed. Yes, I'm Sister Zhang Zi.
Our pleasure, lass.
Traveled much of the world, and talking to children would be a great service. I would not mind. Maybe
we'll
later
cook you a fine meal, and we'll give you samples. Perhaps we'll turn you into a drinker.
I highly doubt that, but a sample might not go against the order too much.
And you you give her a nod, and they seem like very friendly people and genuine, and yeah, you feel really good, and you have to, unfortunately, you have to cross the stream over here, but you find a ford where the water's wet, and you get in behind the inn and move through the back to the front. And you come around to the front, and it's really dark, but you notice the kitchen's getting active. They're starting to move around. Some of the dwarves are getting up and coming down, and they're usually getting ready to go out and work on the foundations. You come around.
See them about sunrise.
You come around the corner of the building up ahead. Oh, actually, I'm getting ahead of myself. Jim, we're back to you, and Brad.
Yes.
Where were you sleeping? Were you in the Grove? Remember the first night we came back?
Yeah.
Okay. So how long do you want to sleep for? You hear Zhang zip off early in the morning as you're taking your early morning piss or whatever.
Yeah, I got a couple of questions.
Yeah.
Like when my character first showed up here, I was coming to see Jeru on behalf of our mutual acquaintance, but we never really had the chance to fill much of that out.
Right, and I thought about it.
I kind of put it on the back burner for a long time, but now I'm like, what was I here for again?
Well, it came. Yeah, now that you rescued Jeru, you can talk to him about that for sure.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't remember if you said whether I'd met him before or if I just heard about him from.
No, and I remember your background in the ties and whatnot. Yeah, so that's another one shot that I'm going to develop. This one's sort of to get Jim in and to get everybody.
Okay, yeah, it's just that I'm trying to think about what I'm like. I know I'm here to see Jeru about something, but
No, and I don't want to say it in front of these guys.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the thing. I haven't had a chance to talk to you aside from here to talk about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I should just give you a call sometime or something.
Yeah, come over or whatever, and we'll fill in some big blanks, and really, because I have to ask you some questions as well.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's just letting you know I'm slightly lost a little bit.
Yeah. So for now, what you can play
for now I just get out. Yeah. So I don't know. I sleep for 10 hours, I guess.
And Drew said for 2 days he's going to be out. He's going to be resting and studying, so for 2 days you kind of just do whichever you want. So
I'm going to be getting better with the scimitar. I'll have to practice at night, of course, but I want to get proficient with it.
So you get up early in the morning to practice your scimitar.
Yeah, I'll have to do it at night, otherwise it'll deteriorate.
Yeah, so you're up at like 4:30 in the morning, 5 in the morning, because you guys went to bed early, so you get your double hit point. Yeah, so you got about, we'll say 12, 14 hit points back.
Okay. So
because you were in the Grove, double healing.
Yeah. What are our counters right now? I don't see them.
Oh, okay. That's another thing I have to do real quickly. Actually, what time is it right now?
Lido, but outside.
Yeah, I took them.
On the other map.
They're on the other map, exactly. I was like, oh yeah, let me get those. Yeah, that was a good module. You guys wrapped that one up. Lareth got away. I mean, I guess he had to take care of the demon. That was sort of the point.
I was really worried about that demon because I thought it could only be hit by magical weapons. And I'm like, I have a magical weapon, which I'm not that great with, and I'm not sure if anybody else even had any. I was like,
nope. The type 1 demon can be hit by non-magical weapons.
Yeah.
But they are tough. They have 0 AC.
Yeah.
And other things. He had 56 hit points. No, 46 hit points.
I'm glad it didn't gain another demon in.
Yeah, well, he may have tried. Okay, I'll bring you guys in. Sorry about that. You may have to update this token. It's from the other map. So, you got 33 hit points, Brad. That's pretty decent.
Yeah, when I rolled for hit points last time, I got 10 plus 1. So I was like, wow, that was a good roll.
Okay, so Brad, let's work on that. Okay, you got to get a hold of me, and I might set up a one shot next week, like similar to this one that will focus on your side. That's what I've been doing. I've been picking players and and giving them one shots. And,
Yeah, fair enough.
And the other ones still play though. The other ones still, and their stories progress for sure.
That's good because the more story each of us have, then the more story we have together. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and like Dean was, Dean
we were
was saying,
just talking about that.
that's what I try to do. I try to create this tapestry. Everything's woven together. Eventually, you're all tied together, and voluntarily. I don't try to dictate it. So
I was saying it's like a rope is the main story arc, and we're all just fabrics weaved into it. Sometimes we drift off to one person's storyline or another person's storyline, but we're all going in the general direction of where everything's going. He's really good at doing that.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dean. Yeah. Jimbo.
All right, Darren.
Now this girl, she says, my friend needs help. He can't hear me and he's in danger.
Okay, for sure. I'm definitely going to help her unless, can I tell, like, just doing some sort of intelligence sort of thing, seeing if can I tell she's trying to trick me? Because if she seems genuine, I'm going to go help her for sure.
Okay. No, it seems okay. What I'll do is I'll give you another intelligence check.
Okay.
This one again is plus 10. That means it's a very difficult check.
Yeah, because I got to go roll under my 18, right?
Oh yeah, 18 intelligence. So you're
did it.
Okay. There's something. Okay, hold on. Is that? Hold on. I'm just gonna hold on a sec, Brad. She seems very genuine and quite sincere, and her features on her face are sincere, but you think that you saw kind of through her.
Like she's some sort of
apparition.
Yeah, apparition.
And then she kind of cries a bit, hurry, hurry, and she turns around and starts going back. She ducks into the grove just in sight. So you can make a saving throw now versus petrification polymorph. I gave you that stat, right? Okay, you don't sense anything wrong, but it's besides the fact that she's a bit see-through. And then she comes prancing back and hurry. And she tries to come forward towards you and reaches out her hand. Now, Zhang and Thrandu, Zhang, you came running around the back and you saw Thrandu back there practicing with that sword.
Mm-hmm.
That one with that adamantine blade, plus 2/1.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gotten pretty good at it. He's getting better. What level are you, Brad? 3rd level? Because you get a weapon proficiency every 3rd level, I think. You get an extra one. I don't think he's here. Oh, you're muted, Brad. Sorry.
Yeah. I think he just went to 3rd, yeah.
Sorry, I was coughing and I forgot that. Sorry about that.
I was just going to say, you're practicing now. What level? You're 3rd or 4th level, Brad?
Oh, I just turned 3rd level.
So I think if you just turned 3rd level, you get go to the player's handbook and look for your weapon proficiency table. It's by the equipment. I think you get one every 3 levels, a ranger does. So you can get that sword proficiency now.
Oh, right on.
Right?
But it's a matter of how much time until it deteriorates. But it shouldn't take a while. Anyway.
And I'll allow you as well, if you wait till you go 6th level and you get another weapon proficiency, you can specialize in that sword.
Oh, yeah.
Which, I don't know, you have to look up under the con and read up on that. It's had some perks. So, okay, so anyway, Zhang, you came running up behind the inn, came across the river, and we're in real good mood, rejuvenated, ready to go. And you see him, and he's sword practicing around the side of the building. But you did notice as you come up and greet him, morning, Thranduil. He's in this orchard over here.
Morning, Jang.
And it was a nice orchard. It's there's rows
that
of
would be
corn.
a beautiful place to train.
Yeah,
Okay.
and the farmers aren't up yet and stuff. So you're out there, and you guys ran up, and yeah, you greet each other.
Mhm.
And
Morning, out for your morning constitutional, I see.
A little cardio exercise before the sun gets too high.
Well, when your body is your weapon, you got to stay in good shape.
Indeed.
and you glance over Zhang because over his shoulder, and you can see, oh, there's another stranger in town. You see they're getting that horse wagon isn't there right now. It's actually getting ready. They're putting it over here. They're getting that thing out. There's a stranger over here, and you just noticed him walking toward the inn, and you can tell, in the light that he's been traveling a long distance. He's a bit dirty and whatnot. Young guy, dressed in his
road grime.
Yeah, strange robe though. He's wearing it looks a rather odd looking robe. Like, not around here, they usually have like the peasant robe that has the top sort of conical hoodie, and it has arm slits and stuff, and it's usually simple like that. This robe has like a sort of flair to it, a style, and it fits almost like a I don't want to meta game this, but it would be more like a sort of Arabic robe.
Interesting.
Yeah, like a almost
more of a flowy type.
And the material sort of flashes a bit and has a glisten, and there's patterns along the edges of it and stuff. It's a nice robe. Now, not that Leto, not that I meant to play your guy, but that's one of your cloaks you have from some exotic port, right?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that's definitely sorry, I was my headset was messing up there for a bit.
Yeah, so
that would actually intrigue me, because it would almost look like the silk that I know about, and that would actually intrigue me enough to probably go over.
Yeah, you know what silk is. Oh yeah, you're like, silk. That's
he looks a little out of place, but so all the rest.
That's not local. I need to go over and at least greet that traveler before they head on down the road.
Who's he talking to? He's kind of standing there talking to himself.
Yeah, he just all of a sudden spins around, and he's talking to himself.
We wouldn't see the ghost, probably.
No, a good call, Brad. You get 200 XP.
Yeah, so that
glistening bit much. Okay, 200 this time. Go ahead, 200 XP.
And I'll whip on over there and
okay. Now, before you can do that, Leto.
Yeah.
This girl, you see this. He's talking with some nobody, and make another intel. Okay, this is a bit tricky because do you want to take the hand? You'd have to move forward a few feet. She seems reluctant to come more than like 8 feet beyond the grove for some reason. She's standing there holding her hand out. Come, take my hand. I'll take you there. And now, Zhang, you start to run up. Thranduil is with you, I guess. You said you were going to run up.
Yeah, we'll both go check out what's going on.
You guys can move how far can you move? Let's see here. You guys can go.
Yeah, because I would maybe follow her, but I wouldn't.
I've got an 18 movement now, so
you can go 180 feet. You can go, actually, you can get all the way there. Oh, yeah.
On a good jog, I can make it there in a few seconds.
Either.
No, Thranduil, you're quick, too. You're at least 120.
120, yeah, about.
You're getting past the corner of the courtyard.
The benefit you have as a ranger is you can keep that pace through a forest.
Yeah, because we have to be distance runners. Yeah.
So, Zhang, you're going up, and you see this stranger who's got this robe, and it's kind of, I don't know how you normally keep it down, sort of, or whatever, unless the weather sort of, Leto. How would you describe your character's physical appearance from that they would have seen it in the morning light?
Well, just a young guy, kind of swathed in these traveling robes. I would maybe try to keep, especially the silk. Like, if I'm traveling through this area, it's more of a peasant region. I wouldn't want to like flaunt that I have these kinds of things. I might have like more of an overcoat kind of cloak on, but you'd still be able to see it through there. And yet I have my quarterstaff and probably have my hood up in the early morning here, and yeah, I'd be advancing towards the grove, but really skeptical to take this girl's hand. Like I'd be moving kind of towards it as Zhang
Okay,
runs up.
Zhang, you see that you're interrupting something strange as he's kind of moving toward the grove. Now, Zhang, if you could make a wisdom check +5, and Thrandur, you're going to catch up next, like soon, and you can see what's going on, though. Sort of.
Yeah, I'm like, this is kind of odd. Yeah.
I'm over on that because I got 20.
Okay, you're looking to where he's gesturing, but you don't see a thing. But anyway, role play this. You run up, and Leto, you see this woman run up to you. She's dark, kind of dark skin. She looks like, well, you can describe yourself.
Yeah. Dark, long ponytail. Very like tall for a woman, especially a woman that looks not like anybody in this region. Kind of an off-colored skin for this area. Exceptionally thin, but muscular and extremely fit. Quite strong, and just wearing a very basic clothing for like split leg pants and like not a blouse, but kind of like a blouse, and strangely a straw hat and sandals.
Well, I'd see you run up, and I don't know if I might snap out of it, but I'd turn and I'd say, do you know this girl?
Girl? I didn't see any girl here earlier.
Would I still see her, Darren, if I turned back towards the grove?
Yeah, she's backpedaled. When the other two ran up, she backpedaled, like kind of, and shaking her head a bit, like scared, and she's not saying anything though. And
somebody get fairy dust on them or something.
Well, I'll point. I'll be like, she's right there, just in the trees.
A young girl, about like so high.
Yeah. She says that she needs help. That her friend can't talk to her.
Seems she's able to wander now. You need to be careful with that one. That's that child's not living.
How do you mean?
I'm not sure myself. I don't know these things. But she's. We actually should talk to Shorten, the priest, a little more about it. But I don't understand the parts of the facts of it, the function of it.
You start to hear this kind of singing. It's coming from in the grove, and this is now a different person altogether singing, and it's just faintly, barely hear it. It's somebody kind of singing kind of hymns, kind of hymnal, sort of Gregorian chant. And the last thing you see, Leto, of the girl, and these guys don't see her, is her head spins around as soon as that chanting starts and singing, and she right away perks up, and then she looks at you, and a look of fear and terror kind of comes in her eye, and then she runs into the grove toward the sound. And Thrandur and Zhang are looking at you. It's kind of, they tell you that's
Can you guys hear the singing?
Greetings, stranger. Who are you talking to?
I don't know. Maybe some form of a once living girl.
The young girl that showed up yesterday, remember? Or last evening.
Ever since we brought that body back from the temple.
That's the one.
Yes, that spirit needs to be placated and laid to rest. I think we need to follow her in. I believe that sounds like it could be Shorten singing in there, or possibly one of the others.
Now you've mentioned that, it does sound like him and his voice, sort of.
You said she talked to you. We couldn't get her to talk to us. What did she say?
She says that that her friend is trying to talk to her, but he can't hear her. She can't hear him. I wasn't quite sure. She held out her hand for me to take, and if you hadn't have come here when you did, I might have taken her hand, and I don't know where I might have been led. So thank you.
Actually, the grove is not entirely dangerous. You just wouldn't want to go in there unescorted and unwelcomed. But not someplace you'd want to go uninvited.
It's unpredictable. Yeah.
Yeah. We need to pass that onto Shorten, as that would definitely be something he would be interested in knowing, that she can actually talk.
All right. Well, let's follow her in. My name is Lito.
I am Sister Zhang, Zhang Zi.
Greetings, I'm Thrandrew, a half-hand for obvious reasons. Show my hand.
Thrander, you can see, is sporting scars on his left side of his head. His one ear is kind of half sort of melted away.
In a very strange way.
There might even be patches of bone you can see. It's kind of like a Jonah Hex thing. And
cool.
it's pretty. But he has this sardonic grin, though. You know, kind of his face is sort of crooked because the one side's all pulled back and this big scar. But he seems to pull it off. He has this grin when he introduces himself. And then
super easy going. No matter what.
Holds up his hand, and he's basically has got this left, and all three of these fingers are just gone, and the hand is big, kind of a lot of scar tissue and whatnot.
Well met. And you guys would notice too, like I'd just be looking around, like just kind of amazed at everything. I'd say that I've never been to this world before, and I'm looking for some friends. You know, I'd kind of say this as we start walking towards the grove.
World.
And I'd say, do you know of Nam Su Cho, Tam Tam, or Jeru?
Seems that we at least have a couple mutual friends in common.
Yes, we do know all of them.
I don't know whether it's safe to bring a new stranger into the grove. It seems to have been. You have not been in this grove before, then, apparently.
No, I just came into town moments ago.
In that case, I think we might be better off to go to the inn and bring a couple of the folks from the grove out. See how how it reacts today.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
Instead of taking you in uninvited.
It's very fickle.
All right, well, I'll follow your lead.
And plus, you're famished too, Leto.
Okay, yeah, I'd say that I could.
Would you like to take him into the inn and ask if Ostler would rustle up some early breakfast?
Sure, I could do something to eat too.
I let him know I'll be over shortly to have my morning intake for after my cardio work, and I will see who is up in the grove and bring out somebody to speak. Maybe we can find Boudica in there this morning.
Do you go in the front entrance or do you go around to the back entrance?
From here, I'll go right to the front entrance and do the whistle thing.
All right. So you guys are heading to the inn. Now, you go into the grove and the sun now has come in and stuff and streaming through. And now, I recommend you avoid the front entrance.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know that there's a large angry tree lurks around there.
Mm-hmm. That's why I'm not going all the way in. I'm just going to whistle for somebody to come to me.
Now, as you go a little ways down the path, you see something along the rocks on the right, like those black rocks.
Yep.
And you look over and you can see there's a... well, you're not sure what it is. You want to check it out. It looks a little furry, and there might be... see a little bit of rib cage. It's like out of place in the grove. You've never seen anything dead.
A dead animal?
Might be.
Definitely gonna check that out a little closer.
At one time, it might have been a squirrel. And it's odd. Okay. Make a intelligence check. Do you? Yeah, this isn't really your specialty or anything, but even you can tell.
Oh, I got a 2 on that. I'm good. Way under.
It appears that this thing, it was sitting on the rocks, and it just had been, all the moisture, or it had just aged, or just been the life sucked out of it.
Ooh, yeah. Giroux warned us about something like that. That's not a good thing. Definitely need to bring this to Boudica's attention to pass on to Giroux.
And she comes up, and then when she knows what you're inspecting, Boudica is like, and she runs up and she pulls down her cowl a little bit, so you can actually see a few of her features now. Between close friends, she actually shows herself a little bit now.
Mm-hmm.
Her big revelation, and she's like, all of a sudden there's instant tear in her eye, and she's like, no, and she calls out this name, and and she looks at you. The ghost.
A new stranger to town just had an encounter with a ghost here at the entrance. I'm wondering if your animal friend had an encounter with her too.
Shorten, and they quickly.
Yes.
She grabs your hand, and she runs into the grove. She takes you down a side path. You notice she jumps off the main path here and goes around a wide area, and she's quickly running, and you can hear the chanting now. And you come into the grove near Daphne, where that Shorten chose where he prays in the morning and chants, and she's praying there and whatnot, and you just see the girl, and as the sun comes into the glade and stuff like that, she just disappears. And then Shorten he's still keeps chanting and singing, and you guys don't want to disturb him because he was looking right where she was and stuff, and then he stops, and you can see he's a bit nervous and stuff, but he's calm, and he looks at you. She came back, but I tried to ask her who she was, and she was confused and seemed not to understand. But eventually she did say her name was Ellie.
She was talking to a new stranger in town who's a friend of Tam Tam's.
Oh.
Out on the main path in by the road. And she was able to talk to him, and wanted him to help her talk to you.
Did you warn him not to touch her or let? Yes,
but I also realized that she can now communicate with somebody, but she's having trouble communicating with you.
Strange. He goes, I will go talk to Giroux. Hopefully, I know he's resting. He's in a deep meditative state at the moment, but I will wait in the grove, and I will keep to sing and pray. And it seems to pacify the ghost. And I feel my God has kind of indicated that during the day, she's not active. And also he's told me that eventually we'll have to find us a place where she will find peace, her soul, and her body. Where is her body again? We brought it with us, right?
We did. I don't know exactly what we did with that the other night playing.
Now, it looked similar to the squirrel, by the way. Remember when you found her body, everything had been sucked out of it. It was just this husk with this dried up, emaciated skin, drawn taut over the bones, right?
We need to warn Boudica to warn all the animals, which I can probably do myself now a little too.
Yeah, she's there. So she's she
to stay away from.
I will tell all the
any
animals.
living creature.
And she is, and careful, she is very sincere, it appears, too. Like, she appears to want to make friends. And she seems confused, though, and I can't blame her. Her soul is lost. There's no rest.
And we need to make sure that, I guess, Shorten, your assignment for the next couple of days could be to keep her placated from sundown to sunup.
Until we can figure this out. Okay,
Yeah.
Drew will be up, he says, in 2 days. We could disturb him, but it might. He's deep in his meditations, so he might be communicating and things too.
I don't think we need to do that. We need that information he's finding. How about Tam Tam and sorry, I'm missing the other name. Sprite and the other fella.
Right, Namsu.
Namsu, that one. This new stranger called them by name and says that he knew them.
Ah, perhaps he came on their boat.
I didn't think it was safe to bring him in here uninvited, and
Wise.
I may be able to come in occasionally, but I didn't want to bring a stranger in.
Yes, be wary. Remember, there have been traitors and spies. Warn him of that as well. If you can gain if he is trustworthy, you must go back. And now Shorten looks very wise, and he's kind of, you must go back and perhaps hang with this stranger for a while. If he's on the same boat, I'm sure he's trustworthy because Jeru and Namsu, they were friends. I will stay and pray and sing at night, and I will rest during the day and do other things and keep an eye on stuff. Boudica is going to tend the grove.
Yep.
And
I told them I would meet them for breakfast here in a few minutes at the tavern, so that would be no problem.
Okay.
We need some place to get them, if he is trustworthy, to get them to meet Namsu and Tam Tam to meet him if that is what he needs to do.
Okay, now we're going to take a short break here. You're going to go back to the inn. We're going to pick up there. Now, there's a lot of role playing going on whenever you introduce new characters and stuff like that. And I appreciate your guys' patience as we're going through. It's been going really well. Leto, or if anyone thinks like, oh, there's something important, always can step in and say something. For now, we're the core group right now is going to be the three of you. And also there's also going to be people in the inn, and we're going to do a little bit of role play there. And then there's, of course, an event coming up and some things are going to happen.
Okay.
And so I'll be back in about 5 minutes.
Okay, dokie.
Alrighty.
Yeah. I'm going to hit the washroom and grab another drink myself, and we'll talk to you in a few minutes.
Sounds good. So how are you doing, Brad?
Oh, all right. Yeah.
Nice.
Right in the middle of summertime. Pretty nice.
Perfect.
Yeah. You'll fit in just fine around here. We're a very disparate group. We're from all over the place. We're all sort of oddballs, actually.
Nice. I think I'll fit right in.
Yeah. Yes, that grove is very unpredictable. I'm a man of nature myself, but I still feel some ill at ease sometimes in there. There are good forces and dark forces. Just yeah, working back and forth in there.
A lot of strange magic.
Yes. Stuff even I don't understand. You'd have to be a druid, I think.
How long have you been traveling around here?
This is my first time to Hommlet, actually. I was coming here to see Jeru, but he's still regrowing, let's say. It's a very long story. Lots of strange things happening around here. If you're wondering about my face, if somebody leaves and a note tells you to look up, take their advice.
Sounds good.
There's a green slimy stuff dripped down onto me and melted 3 of my fingers off, and well, the face. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. But oh well, shit happens.
I barely noticed.
Very kind of you to say. I got coming to 7 now. I'm from kid beautiful to kid presentable to kid ugly. Kid gruesome. Yeah. Oh my. Where have you been lately? What are you living at?
Well, I hope you don't. I won't hide. I recently came
No, I mean
here.
in real life.
Oh, real life. Oh, just still timber cruising, doing that lots. Playing music all the time. We did our last tour in the spring there, went all around BC, Alberta. That was a lot of fun. And I was in Europe at the beginning of this year for a couple of months. I backpacked around.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that was wild. I played some shows when I was over there, just mostly on my own, and yeah, it was tons of fun.
Yeah, right on.
Hmm.
Yeah, we could I don't know, play a role play a little more if you want.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I just wanted to set the stuff all up, so we're going to have some time here. A few players couldn't make it today. That was so I'm changing the scenario. We're going to have an event come up, but I'm in no big rush. It's still early in the day. You had this little troubling experience, Leto, your first experiment in Hommlet, and I'm actually giving you 100 experience points for not grabbing her hand, just to metagame that you would have aged 10 to 40 years.
Ooh, what the fuck?
Really?
Like, and that's not reversible. That's like, unless you have a wish or something.
That's Green's line. Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
That's because I gave you a minute. I was like, she reaches for your hand, and a lot of players would be like, "Oh, okay, I'll take her hand. We'll go." Oh shit! And I'm like, "Well,
Well, see, that's the thing is like, because I know
you made that
like,
roll though. I gave you
yeah,
I hinted a bit. I was like, okay,
yeah, I knew that she wasn't actually like real, so I knew that there was something there, but I still felt like as a good guy, you know, a
oh
new
yeah."
player, and
I
with
was
being new to this whole environment, like I would naturally want to help her out, but yeah, seeing that she's an apparition, that would make me hesitant, so that was kind of lucky for me.
yeah, and you made that tough roll. You're a good, intelligent guy though. You're now you can see a glint of intelligence in his eye, Sir Andrew and Zhang. He seems very sharp, very slight man though. Like not right and. Are you barefoot, like as being a sailor your whole life?
I would have probably got sandals or something once I came into this world. Well, especially traveling through the woods and stuff, my feet wouldn't be really used to that kind of thing.
Right. So you guys you can move your guys into the inn. The place is filling up with patrons, a lot of laborers who are like specialists, engineers, particularly the dwarves, have given this place a lot of good business for that castle complex is going to be quite impressive.
Come, Leto, we have our own table. Let's go have a sit down and get some food and drink while we wait for Zhang.
That is much needed. Sounds great.
Yeah, our table's in this room over here, right?
I'm going to let you guys go ahead for a minute, like, and RP this up for a minute while I just get one or two things quickly ready. You guys do have access to that room, but your actual normal table is by the fireplace over here. But I'll move. Actually, Belgrove isn't here right now. Pardon me. Wamba the Fool's not here right now. And Rodriguez is not here. I forgot to update that real quickly. I'll change that. Fritz the dog is here. Fang the dog's here. There's some cats. There's a priest in here. He's getting a breakfast. You recognize him as Colmert. You met him, one or two. You met him at the church. He seemed like a nice guy. A cleric of St. Cuthbert. He's carrying his cudgel and stuff, and he's got his robes on, and he's talking with a couple women there at this table and whatever. Cherry the wench is on duty right now. There is another hobbit, Harry Burfoot. He's a farmer, a halfling. Has a little farm near here. He's one of the rare halflings that lives in the village, and he's sitting with the three dwarf engineers, of which Zhang knows quite well, Colin.
Yeah, the one that was there that one night.
Yeah, they had an interesting night here where they met a stranger and were surrounded by undead, and they had to fight him off. It was like a till dusk till dawn sort of moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could fill Lido in a little bit on what we've done lately too. That we went and cleared out this. There was a keep, an old abandoned keep, and we went there to clear out some bandits, but we found a lot more than we expected.
Including some traders and found out that there's bad spies in town and a few other things to keep you on your toes.
Yes, we must always be somewhat careful of what we say and do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I'm just going to throw this in here quickly, and I'll duck out again. You guys did take a quick look at the tapestries.
Oh,
Yeah, we
And-
never covered that the other night.
During that breakfast, like Drew
yeah.
was like, bring them out. Let's see these, and they unroll them, and you're all careful about traps and poisons and stuff. But when you unroll them, you find that they're these quite artistic, beautiful renditions of different styles, and
very different styles.
yeah, and it's very artistic. Yet the system it's the same sort of art though, like in the way it's made with the pull through kind of macrame, or what do they call that? It's like Persian rugs sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're very nice, very worth a lot of money. But you're looking at them, and Drew's looking at them, and everyone's kind of puzzled. And maybe he's just an art guy. Well, he had a lot of stuff in there. He was a bit of hedonist, sort of weirdo, Lareth, right? Maybe
Yeah.
he just like collecting tapestries.
You think
but-
they got more tapestries of naked women or something?
Or demons and stuff, right?
Yeah, a fair bit of that going on.
So Drew, he takes them into the study, and he's going to analyze them and stuff. And by the way, Lito's probably interested in going in there and meeting these people and stuff. But for now, you guys are in the inn having your breakfast. So you guys sit at your table, and this rather rotund-looking innkeeper comes up, and he's, "Oh, glad to see you're all back. I kind of heard, wink, wink, things went quite well, and John Smith, the blacksmith."
Mm-hmm.
He keeps an eye on stuff and whatnot, and rumors get around, and you guys are really I'll let you guys talk about Ostler and whatnot. So you guys want breakfast, anything to drink?
Yes, a hearty breakfast. I've already been up and done my circuit and my workouts, and the new traveler here has traveled hard over the night.
Mm.
And
We're starving after healing overnight too.
and Thanadru has been doing some workout this morning for weapons drills. So yes, something hearty to stick to the ribs for the day would be great.
Bacon, eggs, and sausage.
It'd be very appreciated.
Hash browns. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten anything yet today.
And I'm going to get you another token too, Brad. So you guys can chat for a minute. And as you guys fill in, now, Leto is a stranger, but you feel right away like the way he acted out there, the way you instantly sort of bonded on the street there in this weird dawn, quaint little meeting. But anyway, yes, go ahead.
Tell someone who's fairer than from Powell. Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of idea. We're getting better at that, actually.
Yeah. At first we weren't so good at that.
Mm.
Once again, thank you guys for coming when you did. I don't know what might have happened to me if I'd have followed that girl into the grove.
It could have ended badly, yes.
You'd probably have about a 4-foot beard, and
You could braid it.
and arthritis.
Yes, there's been there was a couple of traders here in town that led us off on a bandit chase and then decided to attack us after we were weakened, which kind of went badly for them, thankfully.
That's good.
I still got a little bit of a scar down the side of my forehead, or down the side of my head for that one, and a little bit of a bad memory. And
do you two know Namsu or Tam Tam?
I've met them. I wouldn't say I know them well. They may actually be up shortly, and we can possibly arrange a meeting with them. Have you Have you known them long?
Many years we've sailed around worlds together.
Oh, I've sailed around this world a fair bit, but not other worlds.
I'll let you guys know this is my first time in Greyhawk, as you call it.
Interesting.
And he has a weird accent.
Yeah, like kind of. I guess I wish I could do the accent that the guy does for the audiobooks. Like
I know.
it's so well done.
Yeah.
Well met. I don't know why.
And you can tell he looks like a sailor too. He's quite weathered for young. He looks a bit older than he appears. You sense that he's younger actually than you first thought. You first thought he might have been about 30 because he'd just been out in the weather for 14 years. But now you realize there's a twinkle in his eye.
And can you tell me about Jeru? I've been sent to find him, but
I was talking to a couple of folks in the grove while I was in, and he'll be indisposed for a couple of days. But the morning of this, not this morning, but the next 2 mornings hence, we should be able to speak with him if he becomes available.
terrific. Hopefully by then I will have run into Namsu.
We might be able to arrange something there. I have to find out where they've gone. Not trying to give too much out there. We'll see after breakfast what became of them the last day or so. But yes, we've had much excitement the last week or so here. More than we would care for, I guess would be the appropriate term for that.
And
sorry.
Thrandrew has told me some of his past, but where do you come from, Sister Zhang?
I've traveled many months to get here myself. Another continent on this world. Many months on a boat, many ports. Traveled a long way to get here.
I know that life all too well.
I can relate to you on that one. We all have our tasks in life, and this is where mine has led.
So, Thrandrew, you guys are. This is going really good, and you guys are talking, and you've been mowing down your breakfast. By the way, I had Cherry came in and bring in a huge tray, and she brought down and you guys again. Ostler is awesome. He really gave you guys the full load.
Yeah.
And you're kind of just getting down to slowing down a little bit and sipping and talking and discussing all these things. They kind of fill you in, Leto, and they seem genuine. These strangers, you can tell, Zhang's like you. You have a lot in common. She's traveled. Thrandrew seems to be a stranger to this place as well, yet they seem to know already people here and be sort of set up, and so this might be a place to hang out for now. And Jeru's nearby. You're going to go talk to him in a day and a half.
Especially with if the chance to see Namsu and Tam Tam again, that's just as soon as I kind of get the information from these guys that they're around, I will have I'll be able to rest a bit easier and be less worried.
And you're pretty tired. You might want to rest soon and stuff, but you're excited. So now you ate this huge meal, and they've given you this strange brew of this stuff you've never had before. It's even on your travels, it's a local tea.
Yeah, very very good for getting the body and the bowels moving in the morning.
Very helpful.
Thrandrew, you were looking out. You just happened to be watching over Zhang's shoulder, kind of out the beautiful sun just coming through the window, and then something blocks out the sun for a second.
Like something passing in front of the window, or something passing between us and the sun.
You didn't see anything go in front of the window, and where you are, the road's about 30 feet or 25 feet away from the window.
Okay, I get up and I'm like, I just kind of saw something strange. I'm just gonna go check this out a second. Yeah, so I'm gonna go head out towards the front door and or at least just go over to the. I'll just for now. Let's go over to the window and just have a better look out. And I'm like, what did I? Just...
The other guys want to. What do? You see him suddenly get up, and he's like, "What?" Goes to the window.
That was
Let's
very
say,
odd.
I'll turn. I'll say, what's the matter? What do you see?
A large shadow just passed over. Seems very strange to me. It seems out of place.
You hear this deep roar. Did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Oh my!
Uh-oh.
Oh,
And you all look. Holy shit! You look at each other. What was that?
That can't
we
be.
better get to the grove.
Yeah.
Well, then let's go.
Hope that isn't what I think it is.
Okay, you go out the front door of the inn, and you hear some screams.
Up in the sky.
You hear some people screaming from far away, the other side of the town to the east. And everyone make a dexterity check.
What's mine? 16.
So probably, you don't even have to roll actually. You guys see a dark shape way up, probably 300 feet, 400 feet altitude, with this huge bat wings and a swirling tail behind it, and there's smoke streaming out of its mouth, and it's a dragon.
Oh gosh.
And it's got this red glint on it as it banks. And it's banking, and you see that it's done a couple circles over Hommlet, and it lets out this bellow.
I never thought I'd see one.
And you guys all get...
Yeah. Oh crap!
Does anyone have under level 5?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I think we're all under level 5.
Oh yeah. By the way, Jim, I was going to make you level 4. Sorry for that. I overestimated.
Double checking.
Pardon me for that.
All good.
So,
I just want to make sure. Okay. Okay. I don't even get a 3rd level spell then. Damn.
No, I overestimated their XP.
Oh, good.
Yeah, and so. And anyway, you all look up, and I don't know. It's way over here, by the way. If you guys pan out, it's circling around. It just went over the village, and it's looking. It's ahead searching, and people are running around like panicking. Of course, a lot of people see it. They're screaming. There's mayhem. People are just don't know what to do. It's panic. It's who knows how long since anyone or ever this happened here.
Yeah, it's just awe-inspiring. It's just what? Am I seeing this?
So for now, it's just banking. It hasn't seen you particularly, or you hope not.
Yeah, we're quite a ways away.
But it's big. You think any of you would have a background in any sort of dragon lore? And this is a serious dragon, guys, so be careful here.
Well, the monastery was the Sky Dragon Monastery, so it'd be a different type than the long sinewy shoe or woo.
General knowledge, then if that, I'll accept that. If nobody else, Leto, your knowledge is serpent kind dragon lore is limited, so I'll give you a +10 check.
Yeah, because I mean, intelligence +10.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Thrandrew's same. You don't really have a particular background in serpent
tales here and there, but I'm like, I never thought I'd see one.
So +10 check, and you have a +5, Zhang, because they actually did give you knowledge, general dragon kind. You were actually, it was part of your mythology and your dogma.
I got right on my intelligence.
Okay, it's a red dragon. Fire. Heat.
Oof.
So heat cannot harm it.
Good possibility.
Hard part's getting close to it.
Yeah. Just trying not to run away in terror.
Yeah, well, and they fly too, so...
and everyone has to make a saving throw. Everyone has to make a saving throw because this is your first dragon encounter, and you're under 5th level. If you fail, you're at -1. Just because it's just scaring you just crapped yourself, right?
What kind of check?
Yeah, which
Saving throw. Oh, give me 1 second. I got my charts in the other room.
I keep forgetting how to change them.
Well, I'll turn to you guys and I'll say I don't know if my magic is up for this task.
I don't know if any of us are up for this task.
Is there somewhere we could get a better vantage point to attack this thing, or is there someone who can help us?
Well, there's an open field over there in the crook of the stream. That might be the best place to have him meet us. But I think I'm going to grab one of the stable boys or somebody here, and have them run out to the keep and mention it to the keepers of the village. They might be better equipped, but they're not. They're going to be a while getting here.
Yeah, there's militia in the town. You're right. The tower there's a mercenary group that's been hired to be the local military presence,
authority or whatever.
Yeah, and there's also supposed to be these two people you haven't met yet because your schedule's been so hectic. You've heard of this guy named Rufus and Bjorn.
Yeah.
And they're supposed to be the local champions of Hommlet. They're actually, one of them is supposed to be a spellcaster and the other guy's supposed to be a fighter. And they've been gone, but you're not sure if they're back or not, but they have supposedly they have residence in the tower, the military tower, and they're in charge.
Yeah, like not necessarily a baron, but somebody of local authority.
Yeah, and the mayor has his house over here, the village elder. That's the mayor. And there's most of the people are members of the militia. Like most of the males between a certain age, about half of them are members of the militia. So, but the thing is, people are panicking right now. This creature, people are just pointing up and looking and realizing it's a dragon. There's dragons screaming, and it's circling, banking.
Yeah, I'm just going to grab somebody, one of the stable boys, one of the local people. Just tell them to go tell the elder and go tell the whatever the keeper out there is in the
First
fortress.
of all, make that saving throw.
Yep, it was
make a charisma check to see if you can convince Patrick not to shit himself and actually do that. If you actually give him a mission, he might do it because he's terrified. Everyone's sort of terrified. These are all first level schmucks, most more or less.
Yeah. So I rolled a 16 with my ring on. That's a 17. So that should pass most of my saves.
So your resolution is you're like a dragon, and your training and everything, and just kicks in, and you're giving orders and stuff. Thrandu.
Yeah, I made my saving throw. I wasn't plus anything, but it was still a pretty low roll.
No, you want to roll saving throw. You want to roll high.
Oh yeah, okay. I get confused. I didn't make my saving throw at all.
So for the moment, unless you do something to roleplay or something happens, you're just kind of terrified. Like you're just, oh my god! Like you said, I've never thought I'd live to see this. So you're -1 to attack.
Okay.
And Leto.
Okay.
Roll?
No, I'll doing it right now, but I want to try to, if I can, just try to look for any weak points I can. I want to try to overcome this mentally. I don't want to have it just see the sight of this thing and really, oh god damn it, that probably didn't do anything.
Okay. What did you? So that's what the saving throw sort of yeah, you just have to make your saving throw.
Yeah, no, that's
good call. I mean, if you had something to draw upon or an item or some training. Say, hey, I did that with Zhang a bit. I kind of was.
Yeah, benefit. The only thing I could see is maybe looking at the ring that Titus had given me, and maybe seeing that as in this moment of, being worried, feeling that safety and everything.
Oh, I'll give you a +1 on your roll.
Okay, well it'd be 6.
Okay, so unfortunately, it strikes you pretty hard at the moment. So for now, you're just -1 on any. If you wanted to actually confront this dragon, you'd be -1, right? And so it's now that's one round goes by as you give those orders. Thrandu, what do you want to do? You appear to have a bit of time. You're not sure what the dragon's doing. It's circling at I said about 300 feet, and it's just banked out around the northeast side of the town now, and it's coming around. It might be coming back. You're not sure.
Could be scouting.
go to the grove for reinforcements. Or to the tower, one of the two.
Well, that's why I sent somebody else off. We need to find out where he's or what. Is there any way we could scoot for under trees and stuff where he can't see us as well, but still keep an eye on him up in the air?
Sort of. Oh yeah. I mean, if you're careful, you can sneak up. You know,
There's
but he's fast. So you see, he's going. He's moving at about 50 miles an hour.
Yeah.
You know, he's
Well, shall we head towards the tower or the grove? Do you guys think?
Okay, you guys got about 5-10 seconds.
I think we should head for that open field away from the villagers.
Yeah, if we're in the middle of town, then we present a bigger target for him to set ablaze to. In the field, we have a chance.
Okay, so we'll just run straight towards it.
Well, out around the villager's house there, up through the trees between the village elder's house.
Seeing that? Hold down your left mouse button wherever you want to run or hide. Or
are you saying over here?
Okay, so we're gonna run like over kind of here-ish.
Yeah.
I'm missing that. Where is it?
Between the stonemason's house and the village elder's house, come up through those trees.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah. Okay, so that'll take you, if you guys move carefully, it'll take you a couple rounds to do that.
Yeah.
And then are there?
While he's banking around, go up through the trees there and
you
kind
can
of
see him, right? He's over here. You see him?
Yep.
Yeah.
And again, your guys get a goosebumps of fear, man. It's like you pee yourself a little.
Is there? You guys were saying there's champions, perhaps some people who can actually take this thing down.
In this tower, there's supposed to be
over there. Yeah, but that'll take some doing to get a message into them and get them back out.
You guys moved up, and everybody can give me a dexterity check. See if you.
I passed that fairly well.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you all three of us.
Move up, and the dragon.
Oh.
Swing now. While you guys do that, you see it finishes its arc, but suddenly its wings flare up and it descends like 200 feet, and a huge. It lands on top of the tower.
Uh-oh. I guess they know now.
And it hits it like just wham, and bricks go flying and stuff, and a guard kind of falls off the side. Ah! It hits 50, 60 feet below, and the dragon just starts raking with its claws and snapping with its beak. And there, a couple people, one guy actually jumps off the tower to escape the dragon. He's just so terrified. He throws his weapons off and he just jumps off to his own death and falls down below. And the dragon sticks its head into this hole and just gives this huge bellow, a roar. And there's a massive impact, and you can almost feel the heat from here. As he disgorges his breath weapon down into the tower.
Shit.
And you can see flames shoot out of fucking arrow slits.
Oh.
And bricks move, dust and impact, and parts of the tower slump and crumble. And he just, and then he jumps up, and it finishes off. There were probably about 5 or 6 soldiers up here, and he kind of is just finishing them off, the ones that weren't killed yet. And during that time,
there's no way I'd be able to, like, I don't know exactly. I gotta double check the distance on this. There's no way I could cast grease up there, right? And maybe make it fall off. I guess it's too powerful for that.
Too far.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, we're not very high level to take on something like this on. Yeah. Have to be very careful.
And then this thing, it's flapping its wings, it's gaining altitude, and it's holding a body in one of its hands. And then it kind of throws the body to the side, and it's another soldier that kind of cartwheels through the air and flies off the parapet.
Darren, can I get over there? My one spell there is affect normal fires. Can I contain the fire, like just shrink it right down?
You would have to sneak up there. There's a dragon gaining altitude. You can see all around the tower at the moment.
Are you
guys staying hidden at the moment?
I think we would have come to the edge, at least this little forest area, to get a look.
Yeah. I was thinking run right along that hedge at the back and come out in that other little grove on the other side there of or little orchard of 10 trees.
Sorry, good. The dragon has that corpse in its hand still.
Or we can follow this line here.
And the dragon's gaining altitude quickly, so while it does that, you guys are sneaking up closer to the tower.
Yeah.
But the dragon quickly banks away, flying, And yeah, your guy's like, what the hell? And he lands in the street here.
Where?
And this majestic cloud of dust billows out and flap, and he lands, and he crack, and he slams the side of this building here and just tears it down, crack, and he throws the body he's holding down on the floor, and he gives out this huge roar.
Whoa.
Okay, well that's what I'm going to try to do then, is get across over here and see if I can cast a spell to contain this fire inside, maybe help out whoever's ablaze.
Okay, so that takes you some time, and you guys run around Parflet, and hopefully this thing, you're not sure, the dragon is looking around, he seems to be, and the dragon yells out suddenly in common, "Where's the mayor? Come out of this house." And he rakes his claws along the side of the building with the mayor's house and opens up, the whole wall just shreds apart, and it's gaping, he sticks his head in there. "Come forth and hear my demands. I seek revenge. I am Scorch." And he gives out a bellow of flame and reduces this wheel and this carpentry shed into a ball of fire.
Oh.
Now, that while he's doing this, now you're doing your stuff. Leto, you run up to the tower, and you can see there's casualties. There's guys. There's people yelling in pain and stuff from inside. Around the other side, there's a staircase that can go up the tower, and inside there's smoke and fire billowing. So you're gonna head over there and run up the stairs.
Yep, and then if I can whip the door open, I'll cast that effect normal fire, see if I can bring this down even just a little bit.
It's a 4-story tower, and you go into this large area, and you can see like there's a couple timbers falling down from the floor above in fire, and there's a couple guys on the stairs that are hurt, and you're going to cast your effect normal fires now because you can see the floor above you is kind of on fire.
Yeah, so I'm going to try to contain that, like especially if I'm on the lowest level, hopefully get the people down to this safe area.
Okay, now Thrandu and Jang, this is going to take him. Now, the dragon did his bit, landed and yelled out his challenge, bellowed, shook the rafters everywhere. That took about 3 rounds. That took him about 3 rounds to go in there, investigate, cast the spell.
Okay.
No, also, Leto, when you're in there, you see there's about 4 men at arms. They're kind of looking around dazed, and some of them are kind of patting out smoke and stuff in their arms. And then you see a guy. They're helping a guy up off the floor. He looks like quite a tough warrior. He's got like really awesome armor on, a kick-ass sword. This might be. You heard rumor that there were these 2 champions in Hommlet that kind of. These other guys hadn't met. This guy looks sort of like champion material, but you see he's pretty burnt, and they're putting out a fire on him and stuff. And he seemed to have come from the top floor, like he just escaped that breath weapon, but he took damage. You can tell he's been hit. Yeah. And he's giving orders. He's turning around. He's going, "How are the ballista? Are they destroyed? Gather, get my mount, quick, my joust stick. Shield!" And he's yelling orders out, and he turns around and sees Leto standing there. "Who are you?"
And I say, I'm coming to save you. Bring the wounded outside, and then I'm gonna
come and just.
And I'm gonna hold up my staff and concentrate, and I'll look up at the fire, and then I'm gonna try to contain this thing, show this guy a bit of my power.
Ah, okay. So do you have some specs on that spell? I'm wary. I know of it, but not the details. This tower has a floor below you guys, like a dungeon complex. This is like the main assembly area, and it's raised because you went up these stairs around the corner of the tower. And I have specs for it, but for now, just theater minded. The floor above you seems to have been the barracks area and stuff, where the unit was, and then above that was the floor where the ballista were on, and the top floor that was kind of destroyed. And the ballista are, well, maybe not actually. He wrecked everything up there, as far as you know. Maybe not. So he says, "Come to save us." Well, we'll see about that. Have you killed the dragon yet?
No, I came to help the wounded.
Okay, now cast your spell, and we'll see what if you have to go up the stairs a ways and get in there. Make a dexterity check, see if you can dodge like burning ambers and then just not step on something. Or
Okay.
now back to you other two, Zhang and Andrew.
Yeah.
Did you follow him, or what do you want to do? Somebody,
I'm right here.
you're with him?
I'm over here.
Oh, sorry, I'm not.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right
gotcha.
by the carpenter's house.
He blew that thing up. Remember the dragon torched that building.
The carpenter?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
I thought
carpenter.
he torched this building.
Oh no, the wheel thing. Yeah, you're right. You're right. He did.
Wainwright, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just over here. Have we seen any response from the Grove yet? Like, has anybody come out of the Grove? Like, what the hell is going on?
Well, not much time's gone by.
Mhm.
No, nothing yet.
It's only maybe been a minute since he started banking around. Maybe 2.
Maybe I should go to the Grove and like some of our other characters are in the Grove right now, aren't they?
Yeah, but they're not in this adventure. They're busy. Boudica's off, on. There's this Grove has extensions outside of Hommlet a bit. She's off making rounds. She's gone. Shorten is sleeping.
Okay.
And
He was up all night.
yeah, and I'm trying to think of Justin's character. Well, they're not here, so they can't play. They're
Okay, I was just thinking.
yeah. I know. I hear you. Reinforcements, and I'm thinking there
Let's have to role play it. Yeah.
Zhang. I'll give you a little hint.
Yep.
Remember who helped you out at the end of that one venture?
Nico and Pico.
No.
No.
The other one with the stranger.
Oh, the dwarf and the
The dwarves. Dwarves hate dragons.
oh yes, and some of them were pretty decently skilled too.
Yeah, they're actually we're just going to be heading out toward to go back to work, and now they see that their work's being attacked. They're in there. They come to the entrance and they're looking. No, they're not here. Sorry, they're.
Are they they were in the inn having breakfast?
Yeah.
Or were they finished at that point?
You guys left them when you went outside to look. What the hell? And as far as you know, they didn't come out and challenge the dragon yet or anything. Nobody has, by the way, and still
I was
time
just
is.
gonna ask, has the mayor come out or anything? Or
No, I've stopped time to give you guys a chance.
Okay, so while you guys are obviously he's went to the keep and you're keeping an eye on the dragon. In that case, I'm going to cut down through the trees here and across this line of trees by the herdsman house, and try and get back to the inn to find the folks there that because if I just book it out of line of sight.
That would take you about 3 rounds at least.
Okay, that's about what he used, correct?
No, he used 2. No, 3. You're right.
Yeah.
So you get back around to the inn and come in, and so that's where we'll be. I'm going to put up the timer, by the way.
Yep. And I'll move Zhang back over to the courtyard of the inn.
Okay, I'm going to give.
idea.
Okay, I'll add everybody to the turn order a minute. Yeah, for now, you guys don't appear to have many allies. Everybody's terrified.
Okay, so this dragon has said that it's coming back for some sort of revenge. I want to find out why it's pissed off, like what kind of revenge it's
Looking for.
Yeah, so my kind of idea is I'm going to yell out in common and try to like bounce my voice off of this building here. So it'll have more trouble pinpointing where I'm yelling from. Like, will it be able to hear me from here, do you think?
Oh yeah. You're pretty close to this dragon.
I'm trying to bounce my voice off here, and I'm just going to yell out in common. What revenge? Revenge for what action, dragon? What? Why are you angry?
Okay, make a charisma check.
Not the best. This could be rough. Like I said, this is a life or death situation. 16 and no.
I'm going to roleplay this a bit though, because you yell out, and he's looking around.
I can get towards here, but
he's looking in your direction keenly. But you quick ducked around the corner, but he knows it came from that direction. Goes, is this your business? I seek revenge for the slaying of my brother.
Who slew your brother?
This one. And he points at the corpse he threw down. But one more. I thought I got him in the tower. I think I did. Bring me his corpse now. And if not, I will demand by dawn 10,000 gold piece pile or a virgin no older than 15.
I yell out, "Stay your hand, dragon! I will go to this person and I will see what's going on. See if we can come to some sort of parley."
You have 1 minute, and you sprint.
I got him the hell of a sprint. Yeah, okay, I give her.
Where are you going to go? Now, that's what you do. So you challenge this dragon, and now you find out that Rufus and Bjorn slew his brother.
I had a feeling I was going on. Yeah.
And he's found out and found where they are. And he's pissed. But he also wants to loot and get virgins. So
yeah.
And his name is Scorch. And his brother's name is Pyroneck.
So I'll take his demand
Pyroneck
to the guys in the tower.
So can you speed yourself up at all, or are you just going to double time?
I just gotta give her. Yeah.
Okay, so it'll take you about 30 seconds to get to the stairs, and during this time now, back to Leto, you can see that this guy's standing up in somewhat of pain. He's got like burns to his left side. He just escaped that breath weapon upstairs. He goes, "So, here to save us, eh?" And he goes, "That's very impressive." As he watches you now, your spell effects do what?
It's actually not as great as it's not as apt as I thought it was going to be. I thought it could be for really huge fires, but might be able to contain this one a bit. It's for like making big bonfires and stuff. Like you can completely extinguish them. You can bring them right down to like a match point if you want, and then just like
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah,
you have some control, I would think. Yeah,
that's
like,
perfect.
You can blow the fire down so it just burns really super slow.
Oh no, you
like
and
that.
quite yeah,
it works. No, don't kid yourself. Magic and D&D is powerful.
Yeah.
So you're going to try just to extinguish the blaze up there.
Yeah.
And it seems to work. As you get closer, you see that the door, you push it open and your spell keeps affecting, and you just point at flames and they're gone, and just, and this guy's kind of behind you sort of, and he's like, I thank you, sir. Quickly, lads, help out whoever's alive in there, quickly, and get upstairs, see if that bell still works. Is my horse ready? Horse is dead, sir. Right then, my broadsword, shield. Quickly! I'm going out to this beast. So it wants revenge. It can try revenge. And he grimaces, my helmet! And Leto, you finish your spell and look at him, and you're looking around. This place is pretty thrashed. There's probably only about maybe 6 or 7 surviving soldiers that were capable. The rest there's wounded. A lot of casualties.
Before he leaves, I'll mention to him. I'll say, if you are willing, I can heal you.
Goes, well, I suppose, stranger.
And I'll go up to him and I'll do that. What was it? The cell adjustment thing.
Oh. So how would you? How we got to make this a bit of a thing, because there's certain little nuances you would do, and remember, it's all mental. There's no.
It said touch. Remember when we were reading it?
Right.
Yesterday? So what I'd probably do the old Spock, like go up, like grab the temple sort of thing.
Nice.
Yeah. So I can heal 12 hits.
Wow.
That's 3 points per level. So.
Okay, so here's Rufus. Oh, this roll 20 is giving me a hard time. Okay, so here's Rufus. Now he goes, has anyone seen what happened to Bjorn? And this grizzly kind of gray bearded sergeant type kind of goes, he grabbed him. He was trying to cast a spell, but the dragon moved too quick. He grabbed him by his claw, crushed him, I think. I don't know if he survived. Took him with him.
No, I will go and try to save him as well if I can.
Well, aren't you a handy one to have around? Now, how many hit points did you heal on him?
It's 12, I believe.
Wow, he's taken a lot of damage. Like this guy's, you can tell he is champion material. He's very imposing looking. If he wasn't all scorched and his hair burnt off. Let me give me 1 minute here. Okay. I just can't find his stats a minute. Hold on. It's frustrating. I just had him. 1 moment. Okay, says, yeah, I'm Rufus. A pleasure to meet you. Leto, you say your name was?
Indeed.
He goes, well, I fears I have to go out and face this beast. I think. I'm not sure, though. And then just as that happens, you see Thrandrew come running up the stairs, and he's about to walk out, and he feels, how many hit points again? Sorry, I missed that. I was
12.
I got 17 hit points altogether.
Okay. No, I meant how many did he heal on Rufus?
12.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, I got you, because he was... Okay, good, because he needs
I can
that.
narrow-winded. My lord! And I update him on what's going on with the dragon, the dragon's demands, and say the dragon is here for revenge, and he's said that we have to have, how many gold pieces was it? Something crazy.
10,000.
10,000 gold pieces, and a virgin by dawn, or he's going to torch the entire place.
Aye, and another stranger comes running up to save the day, and he gives this kind of wry grin. So, new friend? I shall have to face this dragon, it appears. And he's moving his shoulder well now, and he looks at Leto, and he's like, indeed, strangers saving the day after all.
We'll go face the dragon together.
Are you with me? He looks at you.
I can best attack from the shadows, and if I get a good shot, I will take it.
You are brave. I won't forget this. Strangers, Leto, and your name.
Thrandrew.
He looks at Thrandrew.
Half hand. I always show up my hand when I say that.
Yeah. There's a story behind that. I know of it, he says. And he seems very charismatic and tense.
That's cool.
He's got a chainmail and a shield. He's got a battle axe. What else does he have here? And he seems, totally genuine. And he goes, right then, we have a dragon to slay. Hey, lads. And he puts his hand forward and then kind of meant as a gesture for you guys to put your hand on it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
And he goes, Braggett, get over here. And the old timer, Grizzly Beard, you have to remember, you're my shield retainer. You better stay out of trouble, though, old man. And they all put their hands together. It's done then. Scorch. And you guys are just like, holy. Now you lose your -1, Brad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because that inspires you. And
right on.
And you actually get +1. Leto.
+1?
Yeah. And actions facing this dragon. You feel really inspired, pumped. Both of you are.
We're pumped.
Yeah, but it's still a red dragon. And when you made your dragon lore roll, that was Zhang. Remember way back? You can tell that this dragon is not old. It doesn't have the features that every old dragon exhibits. It's very spry and glistens and stuff. You sense that it's probably like a adult, large red dragon.
Kind of young and brash, somewhat.
Yeah, and its brother was. Vigorous. And he goes, I bet he's pissed. Me and Brutus, or Bjorn, slew his brother, and I fear that we must hurry because Bjorn may be dying if he's not already dead.
I give him the bad news. I'm feared to say it, but I believe he's dead. The dragon threw down a body, and it seems to fit the description. My friend,
Then his revenge. I have my revenge. But this is not your battle. You've done enough. You're not obligated to do this. He turns to you.
And I'll say
better to do. Let's go.
I'll go check on your friend, and if I can heal him, I shall.
You are truly brave. And it is done. And he hits his visor down, shoulders his battle axe, adjusts his shield. right, Brackett, in the back, forward. And they tromp down onto the road and just walk right onto the road toward the dragon.
Alrighty, well, we follow.
Yeah, well, actually, what I'm gonna do is I don't want to follow right up behind him. Also, Darren, you should make the fire a little smaller on the tower now that it's out.
Oh yeah, okay. And they put it out like the rest of the soldiers and stuff.
Yeah, if I can, Darren, like I'll kind of follow behind them up until the edge of the stonemason here, and then I want to get like out of view of the dragon and try to get to Bjorn if I can, if it's suitable.
Cool. Okay, guys, so this is going to be a serious combat if you guys are getting in on this. Dragon breath. He gives you a quick warning. He looks at you guys. Don't bunch together. Remember, its dragon, its breath weapon can get the whole group once if we're close.
I've got a magical shield that should help.
Aye. That plus bonus will give you on. I'll give it to you on the breath weapon roll if you have to make one.
Okay, cool.
Now, Zhang, you circled around, you burst in the back of the inn, and you can see a few people, and the more stout, are near the windows peeking through, looking at this drama, seeing the tower getting hit, because it can be seen from everywhere. And then they saw the dragon fly over and land and jump in front of the mayor's house and make these demands for money and virgins and the body of Rufus. And there are 3 dwarves in here, Callan, Barazar, and Kroot Cook.
Ah, good.
Callan, friend, the dragon. He's demanding the bodies of the champions. We need somebody who can help drive him away.
And they mutter,
any able bodies of that?
Cruz is like, they're talking dwarvish with each other, and they're arguing and stuff and looking at you, and Callan's nodding and he's arguing, and he goes, okay, make a charisma check, Zhang.
Just 20.
And I'll give you +1 because, or -1, it's a bonus, because you know Callan and you fought together.
Actually, I beat it without the bonus. Not by a lot, but I beat it.
So Callan's like, aye, lass, me and Barazar will help. Old Krusuk here. He is too old, you old fucker. Fine, go hide. And they laugh at him. And he's like, I ain't fighting another dragon. No friggin' way. Killed my brother, dude. And this Chris, he's not, but Barazar and Callan. So lass, why do we have to fight this thing? Isn't it going to go away?
I don't know. But it seemed to grab the couple of the guys from the tower and threw one of them in the street as I was coming through the back of the trees there. And then he lit the Wainwright's house on fire. And now he's demanding things from the village elder. I don't think he's going to go away without being convinced to leave.
So what's your plan? Dragons are very dangerous.
Unless we're rich enough to bribe it. But
yeah, you guys may know more than me working on the keep or castle or whatever the fortification you guys are working on. Who are the leading champions up there? Will they be able to do anything?
They're probably in action now if that dragon has anything to say about it. Rufus and Bjorn are their names. A fighter and a magic user. Pretty competent fellows, too. Slew a dragon a while back.
Yeah, he said something. The dragon said something about that being his brother.
Oh, shoot. You mean Pyrotech?
He didn't use a name when I came across, but very well could be. This guy was
the dragon's name of the one they slew. I don't know about the brother, though. Did it say a name?
He's Char.
No, Scorch.
Or Scorch, sorry. Char, Scorch, Burn.
Take notes. They're like, Char. That'd be awkward.
Scorch.
All right, now we're going to get into combat now soon, I imagine, because, well, Brutus is walking out there to fight it.
Yeah. I'll recommend we loop slowly up around the blacksmith's house, and when the champions engage it, maybe we can engage it from the other side and do a 2-prong attack on them.
All right, lead on, lass.
So I'll lead them up, not making it too obvious, up past the blacksmith's house there, and just wait until somebody else engages, and then we'll do a second prong attack on the other side.
Okay, so that's gonna with the dwarves. That's gonna take you 3 rounds
Okay.
to get there.
Yep.
Okay. And so you're gonna be busy for 3 rounds, sneaking up to get close enough. And so now that's what you've been doing. So we've all done over this time. We're gonna go to the next round, and I'll be right back. I have to just quick turn off the valve, take a piss.
Okay.
And you guys think about what you're gonna do.
I'll be right back as well.
Okay, see you in a second.
Okay. Oh, I have to do. Where's Jane? Oh, there she is.
Yeah, I went back to the inn. We're now.
Okay. Big dragon over there.
So I'll mention to Grand Drew.
Looks awful big compared to us.
It is.
I'll mention to Thrandrew that if I can kind of sneak up on it, I can cast an acid arrow at it. Maybe even catch it in a web, but I'm not sure if that'll work.
Some good ideas. Oh, I needed his retainer to come along with this crossbow. All right, so we'll just wait, give Brad a minute. And you guys are a bit spread out. It'll be an interesting combat.
Oh, sorry, I was still muted. I'm back.
Gotcha.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we're heading this pretty much straight up, so I was thinking Lido could maybe scooch down under here over by the carpenter's house or something. Because if you could flank it and get a good shot at it from the side, yeah, you could really use it down.
Okay, you're ways away. Actually, you're not. You see those guys coming down the road, though. Where are you, Thrandu? Where'd you go?
He's with us, walking down the road.
Yeah, we're walking down.
Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah. So you okay?
Just double checking, Darren. The village elder here, that's the mayor, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah. As long as if the Wainwright house here is just like eviscerated, then I'm just gonna maybe stick behind this tree cover here in the carpenter. I don't want to be seen by this dragon.
Okay, so you can spend this round moving over there.
Okay.
And then where do you want to do Thrandu?
Yeah, so I'm just following along with this Rufus guy.
Gotcha. And he turns to you and he goes, "Look, be careful. It's breath. I have a plan." He pulls out a potion and he's like, and he goes, "Here." He gives it to you. Drink this.
Thank you, my lord. Okay, I'll drink it.
Turns you into a woman.
It's a potion of fire resistance.
Cool. Right on.
So if the breath weapon does hit, you take only half or no damage.
Oh, right on. That's awesome.
And then he comes striding up and he yells out, "Scorch!"
I try not to poop myself.
And the dragon's peering looking around though. It's kind of looking. I'm gonna actually make a roll to see. You guys are sneaking around. Dragons are pretty. He kind of mutters, a dragon. "I smell dwarf," and he's looking toward the inn. But then also he hears, "Scorch, you son of a bitch!" And he spins his head around. "Oh, you killed my brother!" As Brutus hefts his battle axe, coming forward. Seems pretty fearless, this Rufus guy. You're kind of
all behind.
"So, dragon, I give you 5 seconds to leave this place immediately, and you may even yet pay for your crimes. The soldiers you killed and maimed, they'll have their revenge." And it's pretty impressive. And the dragon kind of is taken back a bit. Anyone else want to? You're watching the spectacle. You're like, wow.
Darren, can I see if the body he threw down, is it really dead? I'm not able to. Because that's my plan. As soon as the dragon kind of moves away from that area, I'm going to run up to that body and see if I can help that guy.
No, it's scorched to crispy critter. Its one leg is like a charred stump.
Oh,
yeah. Its spine is snapped. You can tell at one point it was wearing kind of weird robes and stuff. And yeah, I'm afraid Bjorn is been cooked.
Okay, and quick question as well. I'm reading up on web. Would it be able to hold a dragon?
No. This is no.
Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'll be kind of hiding behind this tree here, and if a good opportunity arises, I'll step out and I'll cast the.
No, sorry, that's not true. You would encumber a dragon. But a person would be held by the webs and stuff, if it fails and stuff. A dragon you could mess up its wings and stuff a bit and just,
make it sluggish. Maybe.
It would be minus on certain things, depends how you use the web, how creative you were. Now remember, for web to work effectively, it has to have surfaces to anchor to.
Well, then what I would maybe try to do is, if there's a good opportunity when its mouth is shut, if I can cast the web, maybe it wouldn't be able to open its mouth.
That would be a long shot.
I know. That's why I was asking about it. I'd just get ready.
It would probably be temporary, but it could. Yeah, it's feasible.
Maybe I'll use that in a clutch situation. Where for now, I'll be kind of ready with the acid arrow. And
okay, so that's your called action and spell phase first. So we're gonna do a surprise roll because he smelled the dwarves. he knows there's some dwarves behind him.
Uh-huh.
All dwarves, and he's spinning around real quick, and he hasn't seen Leto yet, but he does see Brutus coming up, and they've exchanged a little talk, and they're about 200 feet apart right now, maybe. So we're gonna roll for surprise to see if you guys could gain surprise on that dragon that you were sneaking up on the back.
Yeah, because my idea, Darren, is if it started moving down here towards Rufus, then that would be my opportunity to really.
Yeah, you got a flank shot.
Yeah.
I got a 4, so it isn't surprised. Now, if you guys roll a 1,
And
He says no.
crap.
and this dragon spins around, I knew it, dwarves, and he jumps onto the blacksmith's shed and sends his breath weapon down to the street here.
Uh-oh.
You 3 have to make saving throws versus breath weapon.
Oh, damn.
So it's Callan, Barazar, and Zhang. And this thing just...
Try to get near the bastard to attack him.
So make saving throws. Now, being a monk, I think you make a saving throw or half damage, right?
I believe I got something on that. Give me 1 second. I'll look it up.
Oh, yeah, they are able to dodge things like breath weapons.
Because you're going to need it. Oh, man, I just looked at this, and it's like, ow.
Might be after a certain level.
This dragon hates dwarves. So I'm going to roll for Callan, but their saving throws are really good. They have really good against breath weapon. So they have to roll 9 or over. Oh, shit. How many hit points does he have? Oh, shit. You see Barazar literally melt sheer away. His armor and skin and flesh just bake and cook like he's in front of a tiger torch, like a plastic army doll in front of a tiger torch.
We did lots of that as kids, eh? Melting those things.
Yeah, oh, he took the full hit.
I can totally picture that.
He is cooked. Callan made a save, but takes a hit. And is also down. You see, he stumbles over, but he's kind of trying to get up, but he just stumbled sideways out of the brunt of it. He was almost melted. And Zhang did not make out of there.
Nope. Yeah, if I'd have made it, I could have used my key to take no damage.
Because you take 26. Oh wait, you could use your key to what'd you say?
No, I had to pass the check to do that. I had to take nothing if I'd have passed it.
Oh yeah, but you take half damage, right?
No, I haven't found that yet.
And let me look at the cone effect here, because I'm not sure if this guy can hit you fully, but because you're taking 22 points damage.
Okay.
If not, how many hit points do you have?
Yeah, if he was
27, I believe, at the moment.
Well, hold on. What's 55 divided by 2?
Be like 27 and a half.
Okay, so you took 27 hits.
Are you alive?
Actually, I'd be right at 0.
Ooh, shit, this is a bad turn of events.
Yeah. Actually, let me just check that because I just leveled up. So yes, 27 is my hit points.
Oh, the creature spins around, and I was going to give you extra, but you only rolled a 4.
Yeah.
I was going to give you another +3 on that save because you were on the fringe. Ouch.
That hurt.
Okay, and this thing spins around. It gives a grin. And then
we can be further down here now.
Yeah, Brutus ran now. Fire now while he's turned to the side. And what's his pickle shoots this heavy crossbow, and he's got these magical bolts in it that he's hoping can. Nice. And that's not a hit.
Problem is, I don't have a distance weapon.
So the dragon's now on the roof there, and you guys can run up closer. And Rufus, sorry about that, Jay. Shit.
It's okay. Go ahead. I'm still looking up a few things, find out how a few of these abilities work. Go ahead.
So Rufus is like, "No, you coward, face me." The dragon turns around. You. Ah, my brother. We feel each other. Now roll initiative. I rolled a 5. Oh man, I'm rolling.
I roll it 2.
So he jumps down, and Rufus braces himself, and this thing just jumps down and goes to bite him. Oh, actually, it's missile phase first, but that bite missed.
I was gonna say, Darren, if I could, while he had jumped over here, I would have tried creeping up behind this burnt place, and then if I can get a flank, I'll shoot that arrow at it, and then I'm gonna run over to where he had shot his breath weapon. See if I can help anyone there.
He gets a saving throw basically because your arrow hits him, right?
Yeah.
Okay, he doesn't make a saving throw, and doesn't have resistance against acid. So you do what was it, 2d8 originally, and then acid damage.
Couple rounds, yeah.
It lasts for 2 rounds.
Yeah, the arrow itself does 2 to 5 points of damage. 2 to 8 hit points damage plus item saving throw splashed.
So you did 5 damage. Nice shot. Full damage with the actual arrow, and then you do acid damage.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2d8, so you are 2d4.
See, I'm not actually seeing. Yeah, the damage will occur over 2 rounds if the spell is cast from a 4th to 6th level magic user.
Yeah, so you hit him. It's gonna hit him and sting him for another round.
Okay.
So you do 2d4 damage more.
Good distraction.
You felt it. Oh, you felt it. Sting. And by the way, web is pretty powerful. I didn't want to actually mislead you there. Like, you can wrap up wings and limbs and stuff, and you can probably break free eventually, but it is effective for that.
Oh yeah, and the other thing I was reading up on it, fire can neutralize it pretty quickly, but then
too.
Yeah, and
so go ahead, roll damage, or I can roll damage for you.
Or I can do it. 2d4. You say? Yeah. Okay. You already did it. It's all good. It's a pretty good roll.
7. Nice.
So that stung. It hit it right in the side, an exposed flank, and it's -1 on an attack. It missed with its mouth. Anyone else have a missile or spell?
I was +1 against the dragon. I don't know if that plays into it at all.
Oh, right. No, at this point you hit it already. Yeah, no, that's all good. Anyone else have a missile? Wait, he was going to shoot his crossbow.
I should try it and see if I can.
Actually, that's a hit. Those are +2 crossbow bolts. Nice shot. Big, heavy crossbow. Wow, he hit it good.
Nice
shot. Yeah, very nice. It's hard to hit this thing. It's got really good armor class. But that was a special +2 bolt. And now, so it did a bite attack. Anyone else have any missiles or spells?
No.
Okay, it attacks a claw on. Ooh, uh-oh. Well, 1 claw hit. I'm looking up the dragon real quick. I had it here. Scary fighting dragons. Oh boy. Okay, 1d8, 1d8. So it does 1d8 damage with its claw. Missed with its bite, though. Its bite is like, nuts. So it does 2 points damage to Rufus as he claws him, and they're in combat. You see this dragon go toe-to-toe with Rufus with your guys' help, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, can I get in close enough to get a hit on the dragon?
Yes, you can.
Did I just say that? What now? Crazy bastard. Okay.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, it's my turn? Yeah.
It is your turn, yep.
So once if I see it kind of rear up and when it feels the sting of that or whatever, and I can get in closer and try to give a chop with this scimitar.
Do it. So how are you doing? Are you at 0 hit points, Dean?
as we sit, Zhang is at 0. Yes.
So you're not in negative, but you are sort of down.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and in severe, extreme pain. There's nothing more painful than burning.
Yeah, that's, I don't know if it's the same as Rollmaster Darren, but that's for the rest of my turn that I'm gonna go over there to see if I can help them out because I can heal them.
Yeah, you can move a little ways, but you cast your spell, so that took up basically. You could move probably about 50, 60
Next
feet.
round, you could probably get there.
Yeah, you'll be able to get there next round. So Brad, that's a 15.
Yeah.
That won't cut it.
Damn. I didn't think so.
What's it's close. Total 15. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Go from one cover to the other cover, Alito.
Yeah, I checked at 60 feet.
Exactly.
That crossbow hurt this thing. It's actually it's a young adult, so it's not a huge red dragon, you know, like an ancient one. Just to let you know, an ancient huge red dragon has 88 hit points, but this one is young and not fully grown even. But anyway, its breath weapon is powerful, but it's used its breath weapon now 1, 2, 3 times, right? Leto, so you moved. Callan is, well, Callan's down. Barazar is gone. Callan is about at -2 hit points, by the way. And Callan, or the other guy, is beyond redemption. He's dead permanently. Zhang, you have 0 hit points. I'll give you a system check to see if you can remain conscious. And enough to basically move and be aware. And then we'll be at the top of the round. It's next round.
That's 16, so I passed that by like 80 or 75 or so.
Okay, so through your focus, because you're just at 0 hit points, you're able to function. Do you have any healing potions or anything?
Unfortunately, no, I do not. But I just barely functioned to get back under cover, I guess.
Damn, that was
yeah, that's. So I'll just kind of stumble over, like, I don't know, what's that?
Leto will meet you, I suppose. So we're going to roll initiative
like 25,
now.
30.
That was brutal.
Next round.
Yeah.
I rolled a 2 this time, at least.
Okay, I'll roll. Yeah. If you...
So you guys go first now. Spell phase. Now, Leto, you come running up, and Zhang is slumped on the corner, and like part of her clothing is smoldering and on fire, and she has burns. But she's grinning. It's a bit pain, and
I'll point over to the dwarf. It's like, he's not moving. Try this one over here. At least I think I saw him still breathing. Come back to me in a second. I'll get back in the fight in a minute.
I say I can heal you unless I should go heal the dwarf.
Okay, Leto, you see a girl come running over toward you.
Is it the? Oh, okay, never mind.
No, it's not. It's one of the girls that was serving you at breakfast, and she's running out, and you hear from inside, "Petunia, no!" And she comes running out to help Zhang and you guys. Like, she just runs up to Zhang and she's giving you a potion, Zhang.
Oh, yeah, there's that cleric there in the...
the cleric was in having breakfast, yes.
Yeah, and you see the cleric is, no, and her and Austin is. And the cleric's too terrified to go out there, but she took the potions that he was holding because he was going to go out there, but he wouldn't.
Yeah.
And so she runs out, and she's got 2 potions of healing. She gives one to Zhang.
I'll take one of those, Leto. You help the dwarf over there. He took an awful scalding.
And I say, yeah, I will do that for sure. And then I'll tell this Petunia girl, say, get back inside. It's not safe out here.
Okay,
Thank you.
Yeah, and she's like, oh, and she runs back, and then the cleric actually finally he comes running out. This white as a sheet. He's been shamed, I guess, into it, and he comes running over towards the dwarf and kneels down. And he's like starts muttering words, and there's an aura of magic starting. He's gonna cure light wounds and try to that'll stabilize him, give him a hit point back. So he'll be at -1 hit points. And Zhang, you drink the potion, so you 2 die 4. Or I mean roll a 8-sided, add 2.
D8 plus 2.
Yeah, that's how many hit points
Oh,
you get.
nice.
So you get 9 back, and you feel much better. A lot of the scar tissue just is gone, like, but there's still there. Like you almost got cooked. Well, you did get cooked.
And I'll tell Zhang.
You and I
Okay,
can be twins.
Okay,
Don't
Lito,
win.
I'll take whatever you can give me here, and then I'm gonna go hit that thing from the backside.
Okay, and I'll grab your head in the Vulcan fashion, and you'll get 12 hit points back.
Between the 12 and the 9, that puts me back into at least fighting shape.
We'll look like twins now. We're both scorched.
Now
half roasted.
Back to the front.
Oh, Jesus.
Dude's reloading his crossbow this round.
I could die
right? It's a heavy crossbow. So we need to reload it.
I'll warn Zhang. I'll say that just to kind of while we're finishing this up, I say I'll try to flank the dragon, but there's not much more I can do, unfortunately.
That's okay. We'll see what we can do to drive it off.
Okay, so now it's combat. Rufus, I guess it's his turn. He just screams. He gets 2 attacks this round.
Come on, Rufus.
Yeah, he's like, you can do it.
I'm crossing everything.
Okay, so he's plus 3. Actually, that might be 2 hits, man. Yeah. Rufus steps in. Scorch! How about you? And he screeches in anger. Battle Axe does 1d8 plus 3. Wow. He does 15 damage. Ooh. As he goes right in under its guard and just starts hacking. And he's done this before, it appears. He just goes in there, and this thing screeches. And we got some blood and... and gives it the old heave-ho and...
Smackety-smack.
And we got smackety-smack.
All right, now it's your turn, Thrandu.
Yeah, when he makes that big killer attack, I'm gonna jump in and get a slash of my own. Come on, just once.
No.
Clang.
Okay, doesn't catch. Leto, you're busy this round attending, doing your heal. Now, the way he healed you, Zhang, is like no other thing you saw. It was a strange, like he actually literally did the Vulcan grip on your head. He wasn't evoking some ritual or anything. He seemed to kind of just concentrate intensely.
And it's like, that's different. I've never felt that before when somebody's prayed for me.
And it was strong. It healed a lot of hits.
Yeah. That was different.
And he looked strange. He looked a little bit worn after, though, like he had used energy. But nothing major. So anyway, Leto, you're busy doing that this round as a Zhang is, so it's the dragon's turn. And it's in combat now with you two guys.
He gets the second burn from that acid, does he not, this round?
Oh, yeah, 2d4 damage. Go ahead.
On Lito's turn.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll for that. The dragon's sort of hurting. He's got that acid is burning. He took a good crossbow bolt right in his shoulder, this dragon. It's been bugging him. It's still sticking in. 5. Oh, nice. 5. So and that acid's burning. He's yelling and he's pissed, but he's still fighting. And I'm going to roll now to see. You missed Thrandu, right? Oh, he turns his wrath on Rufus, attacks him with his bite. Oh, Rufus is ready. Dodges to the side. Snap. That's for 3d30 damage, by the way, that bite.
3d10?
Yep.
Oh,
but it missed.
That's a bone crusher.
Now the claw, even with his armor class, both those hit. Wow.
Really? Holy shit.
It's a 10 hit die monster.
Yeah, I got size on there.
So he rakes up Rufus pretty good, who was already wounded. Pretty good. Gives him. Rufus feels that. Buddy's reload his crossbow. Now it's new round, guys. Initiative. Oh, I rolled a 2 again.
All right, Brad.
Okay. Nice.
Nice, you got us there.
All right, spells. Anyone?
Okay, shit. My idea. So, if he's concentrated on these guys, Darren, for most of my turn, I'm going to use it to get up to kind of this area or even the trees if I can.
Okay.
And,
do you want to sneak then?
Yeah, I definitely. Yeah, I don't want to draw attention. So.
Okay, because he's getting his breath weapon ready. Everybody. He's
Yeah.
taking a. He's breathing in.
Yeah.
Just like on Dragon Slayer. Remember that movie? That was the perfect dragon.
Oh yeah. So Leto, make a dexterity check.
Okay, I think mine's 16. So, and yeah, that's perfect because what I wanted to do is cast the web on its mouth, maybe. Yeah, sick.
Oh really? Your timing better be good. Did you make your dex check?
Yeah, I had to roll under 16, right?
This dragon's cunning. When he hears you behind him, he turns around and roasts you.
Yep. So I made it.
Yeah, so you sneak up behind the dragon. You get pretty closer than that. And you see it's going to use its breath weapon. It's in its turn. Anyone else have? Okay, so you didn't cast spell. You're just moving.
Well, yeah, because if I can get within range, then that's what I'm going to do is cast it at its head and really try to mess that up. I don't know how far I can move.
You wouldn't be able to do it this round. You wouldn't be able to make it that far unless you ran up there. Because if you're sneaking, you're moving normal speed. That's too far. You'd have to run.
Okay. Well, fuck. If I run, then I'm gonna run and just get behind the trees here, so that I can get ready and cast it right away.
Okay. The dragon is going to make a roll to see if he hears you because you're not sneaking.
Mm-hmm.
And he did not. He made a dexterity check and he failed it. Rolled an 18. So he doesn't notice you running up there because he's in such intense combat, I suppose. And so you run up and you got your spell ready.
Yeah.
And now it's Rufus's turn. And he sees the breath weapon coming and he's like, "Wear yourself." And he just grins and he goes in for his one attack he gets this round. And he's hoping, it's weak. Take it out. And the dragon, though, shuffles back cleverly and he misses, whiffs.
Damn.
And Thranduil's there, and you can sense this thing's breath weapon, and you can tell now that Rufus, he moves away from you, so that if he can't hit you both with the breath weapon.
That's a good idea. Like
he has to pick one or the other.
Yeah.
Oh, this guy shoots his crossbow. It's loaded this round.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and that's a hit with this +2 bolts. Oh, it rolled twice, but that's a hit anyway. It's a heavy bolt crossbow, 4 points damage. Too bad, but it's adding up. This dragon gets another shot.
Okay, I'm gonna try to jump in there while it's all distracted, trying to attack him and try to get it. Well, I'm gonna try to go for its neck.
That was
16.
Ooh, and you're a 3rd level ranger. That's a miss.
Oh, no way. Damn, I was hoping I could open up its throat and screw up its breath weapon or something.
Yeah, they're very hard to hit. Yeah. Leto.
No, it wasn't.
Cast a spell?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if most of my turn was spent just getting here, but I'll cast a spell if I can.
So you're targeting its face and its head.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm going to give, because you're not just doing a general area, and trying to restrain something or pin it down. I'm going to give it a saving throw.
Yeah.
And it's a 10th level creature, so it saves as a fighter 10th level, which is pretty good. And so that number is 11 I have. So it has to get 11 or greater, which is 50-50 pretty well, to avoid that or whatever. And then we'll roll for the effects. So you shoot at it, you mutter out your words, or it's a spell, right?
Yep.
So you pull out your little piece of cobweb or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so this thing has to get... Oh, and I was going to take into account how much it exceeded or not. It failed pretty bad, almost critical.
No.
And you
And then-
smack that thing right in the head with a wad of web.
Tangle his horns and his wingtips all together.
Yeah, it might blind him on one side, too.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, because I don't know, that 1+1 still kind of comes into this.
Yeah. So it's now, it seems that it hit its head. You're not sure how effective it was.
Yeah, so do you need me to roll anything? Because, yeah, it was particularly the mouth was kind of what I was trying to...
Yeah, no, you hit it in the face. I was going to roll to see. Now we roll to see if it actually managed to obstruct its mouth.
Mhm.
Now I was wondering how to do that because this is a bit tricky. And I was going to give it another saving throw, I think is what I'll do. Because it's a pretty hard thing to do.
Yeah.
Dragons. And so it's going to get another saving throw to see if you actually obstruct its mouth effective enough to. And so that's, again, it has to get 11 or over. It will affect it, but whether you can prevent.
The breath weapon.
Okay.
Not blow its head off.
Hey, all right. So you're not sure. I'll see what I do with it when it comes. Let me see here. So you're done, Zhang.
Yeah, I moved up to the corner of the building.
Gotcha.
So I
Get next
basically
round.
did like a full move to get up there. And I'm in behind him, but not close enough to do anything yet. I still got about 35, 40 feet to close.
Gotcha. All right. So it's turn now, and it still attempts. It's now turns on you, Leto, because you hit it in the face with the web. And I'm
Yeah.
going to roll to see who it attacks now. I'm going to roll.
Okay, because I was worried about this. If I can, I would use my ring then and cast blur. If it
No,
if it
that one-
noticed me.
Yeah, well, you should have did that earlier.
That's all good.
Yeah, because you can do it next round.
'Kay.
Yeah, no, yeah, I should have did that a couple rounds ago. Then because it lasts for 8 rounds, remember, or something like that.
Okay. I'm gonna write that down because I forgot about that.
Yeah. And, I'll say that you did it though. No, okay, well, no.
I forgot. So
Yeah. All right. So a 1 or 2, it's Leto. 3 or 4, it's Rufus. 5 or 6, it's Thranru. And it is you, Leto. Now, however, I was going to say that it goes to breathe fire and shots go off to the side and stuff because the web kind of splits the stream and everything, and it's not an effective stream. It'll do less damage.
yeah.
But he hits you with his breath weapon. And give me 1 second.
I guess there's no way to dive out of the way behind this tree there.
No, he just hits an area.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
it basically,
Nice
you make a saving throw now for the damage to see if you take half or no damage.
Okay. It said the thing was 13, so I don't know if I have to roll over that.
All right, you made your save, or sorry, to see if you take quarter damage or half.
Yeah.
I meant to say, because it was the web was effective. It basically half the damage to begin,
Mhm.
and then you just rolled for another half, so you
quarter.
took 13 damage.
Holy fuck.
Mm-hmm. He kind
And
of webbed his lips together and it blew out right and around.
Survive.
Oosh. Oh, sorry. Yeah, that fire is still going. Oops. So you guys are dealing. This is a dragon in 1E. They are very dangerous.
Yes.
And this tree becomes a fireball beside you.
You've been taking it easy on this, really.
Well, yes and no. Ask saying that. ask Barazar that. He's now charred. Ask.
Oh yeah, it's been a rough battle.
Yeah,
One
no,
of
you're
the
right.
dwarf
I could have.
engineers is no
You haven't
more.
done any tail swipes or anything.
No, he's been just fighting up toe to toe. And
Yeah,
so,
he's just too busy. Yeah,
how many hit points do you have left, Leto?
1.
Oh, ouch.
Oh,
Those nice robes of yours, you can make a saving throw for them, by the way. Silk against fire is not good, however. You're going to have to roll over 16 or over for your robes not to be completely obliterated.
For next round?
Right now, see if those
Oh, and
fancy
you
robes.
got the 16?
Oh,
No,
those precious robes.
No, that was the initial saving throw, so I rolled
Oh,
7.
sorry.
So you're half naked now.
Great.
Pull off the screaming villager and run away.
Okay, I'm going to make a morale check here for the dragon because he's got really high morale, but no, he's pissed off. He's going to kill y'all. Okay, let's roll initiative. Is everyone gone?
Yep.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so... And Rufus is still in this.
Yeah, Brad.
Nice, Brad.
Now, the dragon has used up his breath weapons. Well, actually, you guys wouldn't know that particularly or whatever, but... So you guys win initiative again, barely. And we're starting with Rufus. Why is Rufus first? Okay.
Rufy, finish him off.
And he gets... I don't think he... No, he doesn't get 2 attacks until next round.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Oh, 15 plus 3 is 18. He's a 7th level fighter. Oh, that hits. Yeah, that hits. Oh, you hit him. Ouch. Ow, he hit him good. This dragon's feeling pain, man.
Plus on his sword. It would probably be
His battle axe is plus 3 damage.
Yeah, okay, yeah. That's cool. Yeah.
Oh, this dragon is severely hurt. Like it's like screeching. There's crossbow bolts stuck in it. Its acid burn is finally stopped, but it did a lot of damage. Thranru,
Nice.
and it's starting to backpedal a bit. The dragon is whimpering a bit in its roar.
Try to get my my one. Go on, baby. Papa needs a new set everything.
No, it almost crit failed. No,
stop saying that.
Okay. Leto.
Okay,
Sure.
so I'm going to use that ring of blur and get behind this cover, and if I can, I'm going to get behind this weaver's house and use the last of my healing abilities with the cell adjustment thing. I won't be able to heal much, but I'll be able to heal 4 hit points.
Oh, well, that at least give you a tiny buffer.
Yeah.
Zhang.
I'm going to do that jump kick attack. I got to run the 40 feet, which was my 18 move now, I believe is still the quarter you talked about. And that'll be a full round action to do the run and the jump.
Right.
And so I'm going to move into about there and give him a big jump kick right in the ribs.
Gotcha.
If I can. So take the bonuses off of that. Oh no, I got that one.
Oh, that's going to be close.
Do I get a bonus for the other guys on the other side?
Oh yeah, you're flanking. You're attacking the rear, so that's +2, right?
I guess Thanadru and I are both attacking opposite sides.
You know, this thing is -1 armor class, right?
Yeah, it's getting attacked from every angle.
You actually got him, yeah, because I gave you another +2 for rear attack, so your 19 just hit.
Just hit? Okay.
Just yeah, because you're attacking its rear, right?
Well, essentially, yeah, because he's facing Rufus.
Okay.
So let's see. That's
the dragon nards.
D6s. Give me 1 second. I gotta see. I don't know if I got a bonus to hit yet with this level that I just got. Give me 1 second to reference that.
Okay, this thing has not a lot of hit points. You might be able to. Depends what you roll on damage here.
Yeah.
How much damage do you do?
3d6 with this kick.
3d6.
Yeah, no, I don't get the 1 bonus till next round, next level.
Focus, super kick.
2 1s and the 6. 8 points.
Still pretty good on a dragon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So that's a big jumping side kick into the ribs. Crack.
Yeah. That would probably break a rib.
Now it's down to like 1 hit point. Oh wait, no, you said you did how much damage?
8.
8, right? Oh, okay. 0 hit points. No, I can't deny that. It's dead. Wow. Jang making the comeback.
It's down, and we finish it off.
Jump in. Everybody's just like, holy, this thing's thrashing. You killed it.
Yeah, and I'll come running back up now that the dragon's dead.
Well, congratulations, you guys.
Ooh, Lido, you might be able to salvage some dragon parts for spells and potions and shit.
Well, see, I have absolutely no idea about that. This is the first time I've ever encountered such a creature.
Hell yeah.
This is a massively scary beast.
And then people start to come out from the village, and they start, slowly at first, and you even see the mayor who was hiding in his cellar. He comes out with his family, and people are coming out of the inn, and some of them are starting to clap, and slowly they start to cheer, and it gets louder until you see there's probably about 150 people gather around and cheering and yelling and yay, and they're sort of looking at Brutus mostly because you guys are strangers.
What kind of shape is he in now? I was just gonna check on him, see if he's pretty good.
He's down 11 hits. He's a 7th level fighter. And so he took a lot of damage altogether. He's taken about 40 hits altogether.
And Jang and I are pretty singed.
Yeah, that was close. I mean, the good move with the web. I was giving you guys a little bit of leeway because I thought this dragon will kill y'all.
Could very well have.
Oh, that breath weapon is just so lethal.
No, if I hadn't have done that, and it would have definitely burnt me to a crisp. Like, I'm so lucky that I got down to 1 goddamn health point.
Well, you would have taken 27 points damage.
Yeah, and
I only got 17 hits out of 30.
And not only that, Leto, if you go past -10, you're irredeemably destroyed.
Yeah, exactly. So I would have been, just crisped.
Yeah.
You did manage to stabilize the druid, or the cleric, I should say, and the girl helped out Callan, so he'll survive. But his buddy Barzar, I guess, should have listened to the argument with his buddy in the bar. He is scorched. He's cooked, melted blob. And people are sad about that, but everyone's celebrating. There's kids going up to the dragon and poking it with a stick. And the mayor comes out and he starts giving a speech and walking up to Rufus. Our brave champion once again has shown himself worthy. And then Rufus kind of brushes past the mayor and he goes up to Thrandu, puts his arm on your shoulder. Thanks, I couldn't have done it without you guys. And he's looking over at Jang and Leto. And then he slowly walks over to Bjorn. And the mayor kind of shuts up, trails off a bit after he notices that he's showboating. And it's a somber moment a minute as the villagers kind of go a bit quiet. And he goes up and lifts up Bjorn. And he goes, "Hi, there were heroes and victims today," he says to the crowd. "These folk here, I say, are friends to this village, and you owe them a debt of gratitude. They will introduce themselves if they wish. But for now, they deserve a lot of the credit." And there's clapping starts again, and people start cheering, and a couple of people are hitting you on the shoulder and stuff.
We're just like, "We're really?"
You're way too gracious in sharing your gratitude, Rufus. We would never have been able to beat him without you.
No, definitely not. Yes, you saved the day, Rufus.
Well, you guys are truly heroes. Hommlet heroes.
Oh, thank you for the designation, Lord.
We will have a feast tonight. We will sever the head off this beast and have it cleaned, and mounted, perhaps in the inn.
That sounds like a worthy way to
the Ostler's like
the battle.
Clapping. "I'll get out our biggest cauldron and we'll start boiling the flesh off, sire." And Rufus is like, "Good idea, Ostler. And where's that what's his name? The fucking fool. Where's the fool?
Wamba?
Wamba. Get over here, Wamba." Wamba comes out. "Gather the musicians. This is a festival. The dragon's slain. But tomorrow we will mourn and bury our friend Bjorn." and everybody cheers again. Hip hip hurrah, hip hip hurrah, and yeah, Dragon Barbecue. And you guys can role play this a bit. You guys are feeling a bit like Lido. You just showed up like an hour ago.
What kind of sauce goes well with Red Dragon?
So what do you guys want to say? Anything? Like everybody's hitting you on the shoulder, and there's girls coming up giving you kisses, and boys or whatever, and
kind of come up together here, and we're like, oh.
Yeah, you guys gather by the head, and Wamba comes by, and he starts reciting a poem, and Rufus, he's like, you guys, I will join you later at the inn for the celebrations. For now, I will take my friend back and clean him up and prepare him. It's unfortunate. We should have saw this coming. We knew about Scorch, but he lived so far away. He was down in the hell furnaces. He's come so far. I wonder what drew him up here, or something. This worries me. Perhaps it's just coincidence, but they say there's trouble to the south. War, and such. And these kind, well, they thrive on that.
Rufus, if you would be so kind as to spare a few moments later this evening, we would like to speak with you more of the disturbing events that have been taking place recently. The last week has been challenging, shall we say.
Yeah.
Yes, and I've heard rumors to the town about you strangers in town, and the Grove has been active lately. I don't know much about it, but I'm friends with John Smith, and he's hinted to me that Rufus has been around again, and that's good to hear. We were worried about him.
Well, Giroux.
Yeah, that's right, Giroux.
Yeah.
So he goes, enjoy the moment, lads. You guys deserve it. And I'll see you in a few hours at the inn. I'll be there, and I have some things to take care of. Of course, his tower's been hit by
ripped apart by that, ripped apart and burned.
But you guys are like, what a guy.
Not too badly burned. You know, I just want to.
Ouch. So Rufus heads off, and him and his retainer, and they take Bjorn, and a bunch of villagers go with them, and they all go and clean up the tower and fix that. And you guys are left looking at this huge friggin' dragon, and you see Boudica come walking out of the forest, just her jaw hitting the ground. I was watching that from the lookout in the tree. I just got back. Anyway, I didn't want to play for her, but anyway.
Yeah.
Everyone's coming. You guys are left alone, the three of you, and you guys bonded, of course, fighting a dragon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'll go up to these guys here, and I'll mention. I say that I don't know if we can get anything off this dragon. I don't know if it carries anything on it, or if we can use any of its parts. But we do have a breakfast we left unfinished.
Yeah, it's layered.
Cool.
But
Yeah.
Oh, and you see this guy come walking up.
Dragon
He's got a wife beater on and this huge leather apron, and he's got this massive meat cleaver. And his name is Bruce the Butcher. I'll bring old Bruce down. Oh, come on, game.
Oh, Thanadru, you and Boudica have suffered armor losses. How would a new set of scale mail work?
Me, I think my armor's okay still.
Oh right, it was Boudica that had hers ripped apart.
Yeah.
Almost had a wardrobe malfunction.
So Bruce comes up sort of shyly to you guys. Heroes, do you mind giving me a hand, please? Grab the horns like that, and eesh, look at this beast. Its head's the size of a freaking dump truck.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I'll grab it still. I'll tell him no problem. If when you're butchering this beast, if you find anything that can be used in magical components, I would gladly appreciate
okay,
it.
so everyone can declare what they're going to do for the next hour. And Bruce is like, he's got some helpers. He's got a bunch of his sons and apprentices, and they're all coming down, and they got various saws and stuff.
I'd like
And
to use one of the dragon's fangs to make a good dagger.
well, they're going to keep its head and everything intact.
For a mount in the inn.
Well, it's
I
fun
was
to use
thinking.
a dagger.
Yeah.
So he starts hacking away at the back of its head with this huge 50-pound cleaver, just chunk, starting to go through its head. And you guys dissect this dragon.
Butcher man, would you be able to do a decent skinning of this and have it delivered to the tanner?
Yeah, it makes some nice. Yeah.
I believe the tanner might be able to do something with that.
We'll
Maybe
see
a
what I
nice
can
fire retardant shield or something.
Aye, we'll make a roll. He'll have to make a roll to see how much he can salvage. If there's enough to make a full suit of armor, perhaps there might be enough to make a helmet, a dragon helm or something that'll have. Depends.
Yeah.
John Smith's a pretty good blacksmith,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to go talk to the tanner because this guy's just a butcher. He'll skin
Yeah.
it, but
Yeah.
And then
But I mean, if he's a butcher, he should know how to like skin relatively well.
Mhm.
To
but
save
dragon's
a
another
save
matter.
a.
But
Yeah, well, exactly. It's not easy skinning something that's 60 feet long and keep it straight.
yeah. And the mayor comes back from talking with Rufus, and he comes up to you guys, and yes, on behalf of all the townsfolk, we'd like to thank you. And he seems a little put off that the attention hasn't been on him, but typical politician. But he
Yep.
seems genuinely decent guy, typical mayor.
Mhm.
And he's like, so we'll have speeches tonight and a feast in your honor at the inn. Hope you can attend as guests of honor. And your names are?
Sister Zhang Ji.
and I'm Leto.
Andrew Half Hand for obvious reasons.
Pleasure. Well, see you then. And he kind of nervously backs away from the dead dragon and stuff. And you see people are gathering around and they're cutting pieces of it off and stuff and taking it away and
Yeah, there's no
can't
other.
blame and whatnot. And
There wouldn't
and-
happen to be any other magicians or any sort of wizard around, hey, that'd be able to help us out with. Because I mean, it would be super cool if I could use parts of this with magic. I just don't.
unfortunately, his spine is shattered and his legs are charred stumps.
Ah, I see. Well, I guess I'm just gonna kind of get back into fit shape and go get some food, try to heal
Back
myself.
to the inn. So you guys go back to your table in the inn. You're like, holy cow! You guys are still hurt and you're still clothing scorched and you just can't believe what happened. It's like
I lucked out. I didn't get a single hit.
Callan. Yeah, Callan feels better. He's bandaged up and hurt, but his buddy's dead, so they're gonna go burn him, and he'll be busy.
Send him off to Valhalla.
Yeah, he says, "I'll meet you back here later, and we'll give him a wake. He'll deserve. I hope you guys join me for that."
Oh, we'll be around this evening. Yes.
We will.
Excellent.
Before I return to eat, I'll go and if the Tanner's not been roused yet, because he's way up the other side of the stream, is he not?
Where's the Tanner again? The Tanner. There's a Weaver. Might want to talk to the Weaver too. Depends what you want to make.
Well, I don't know. That's why I'm bringing them
Because
into.
you could make all sorts of things. You'd have to talk to somebody who knows what they're doing. And then there's possibility of making like +1 leather armor, it's scale, it's dragon leather armor, it's +1 or even +2, or
Can
it
you-
might even
Against fire.
yeah,
Well,
other
that's
things
true.
like that.
Can we incorporate it into some sort of robes?
I'm just looking to see if anyone in this village now. John Smith is a pretty competent blacksmith. And you can go talk to him.
Yeah, we know him.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah, you know him quite well. He's helped you
Actually,
guys.
he's right there on the way back in. He's obviously awake because this all took place like 40 feet from his house.
Oh yeah.
So I'll talk to him and ask him to bring in the weaver and the tanner and any of the other craftsmen around town that you might know that can do something with that beast's hide or his bones or his wings or whatever, and
Well, it's
see
the
if we
least
could make something.
the least we
something
can do for
reasonable.
you. Okay, let's make a roll then. This is going to be a big one to see. So the tanner shows up, and the weaver, and they're all discussing things and what threads to use and whatnot. And interesting. Well, there's enough material here. Like once you actually gathered some stuff together, that most of it was ruined and just whatever. The only parts that were supple enough to work with, frankly, a lot of it was just hard chunks of flint. You just don't know how to deal with that. If there was like a high-end alchemist in like a big city or something, maybe they could even make some scale mail armor. But at this point, you're just using the leather.
Mm-hmm.
And he predicts that he might be able to make like a magic leather with the help of the church. But it's unfortunate Bjorn is dead. I actually rolled for that. and he failed bad. He took the full breath weapon.
Oh,
55 hit points damage. He was just all his lower body was just cooked, gone. And
yeah.
then the dragon just grabbed him and shattered him. Body.
Okay, well, I'll leave that in the hands of the capable
See what they can
craftsman.
And I'll see. I'll look some. I'll do a little bit of looking into that. So you guys can go back to the inn now. In a couple hours, there's a big party. You guys are the guests of honor, and you have a couple hours of time to. You see, they're still wrestling with the dragon head. They're going to drag it over to the bar probably and hoist it up. Everyone can kind of cheer and whatnot. And anyone want to grab any other parts from the dragon? Like there's some claws.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll grab a claw in case I make a dagger. I know it's one of the weapons I can use.
Might make it daggers.
Yeah.
Good sized dragon claws, yeah.
I'll take a claw anyways. Yeah, I might be able to fashion it or something.
Or make it wear it around as jewelry or something. Shit.
Yeah.
And you do get some claw. You guys gather up some scales. You guys, let's say you gather up like 20 big red dragon scales.
Yeah.
Who knows? Could come in handy.
I will. I'll take a couple of scales, but I mean, as a monk, I'm not really that interested in showing off the flashy stuff.
Yeah, I'll just take a little bit.
Though I do think I need to solve a little wardrobe malfunction problem of my own being charred like this.
Right. You're gonna have to get some local clothes.
Maybe in the next day or two in my travels, I'll hit another village that might have a bigger selection, or a small town, and get a new set of clothing made. That was one thing I was going to talk to you about anyway. I wanted to get a new set of clothing because these traditional garb are rather rough for wear.
Yep. Well, good job, you guys. Slayed the dragon. And you guys did quite a bit of that. Brutus did. I had him there as like the champion.
What he's supposed to be.
And actually, the mage was may have survived as well, but he was in the wrong place, the wrong time.
Yeah.
And it's too bad the dwarf died.
Yeah.
You almost died, though.
Oh, very close.
Oh, yeah.
Dragons are tricky that way. So that's the end of that session. We're going to do a little follow-up with the party and stuff, but I'll stop the broadcast, whatever. It's just on a private channel anyway. It's not public, but...
Yep.
Good job, you guys.
Thank you.